We missed last week. I'm very sorry about that. Sometimes things happen. We can't make every show, but we do have a nice marathon long run. Watch one of the other 152 shows, but we're here with Painkiller already. 154.
It's my fault.
Just for you.
It's my fault.
Nobody's fault.
It's nobody's fault.
Well,
Shit just happens.
Did you kill Lefty's dog?
Here's the thing.
I killed Lefty's dog. That's what happened.
Oh my god!
It was all.
It
me.
is your fucking fault, Woody. And that is the only instance in which it would literally be Woody's
wondering when I
fault.
seen the Toyota emblem on his side.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Lefty.
god, that's all right.
This is in bad taste.
That's kind of
that was all in bad taste. Actually,
sorry.
I didn't like that.
It's all right.
I didn't like any of that. I want to rewind.
I just felt so I got a lot of attention about PKA being canceled, and it was like I didn't kill his dog. It's not my fault. But
Yeah, it was nobody's fault. We just couldn't come together, and then we had a couple of complications, and some shit happened, and we couldn't do it. So there's no reason to be mad at anyone.
all right. So what were we talking about? COD Ghosts.
Oh, so let's
We
go
were
and get Woody. I
talking-
want to hear Woody's disagreements with it.
All right. As far as I can tell, there's two maps. There's the brown rubble one and the gray rubble one.
I like
That's-
brown rubble.
You like the brown rubble one?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a frustration that
Am I right, Bash?
You are right. You are right.
The
Two
maps are big.
The brown Rebel's a better one.
All right. So the maps are really big, but they play kind of small. Like they just spawn everybody right on top of each other all the time. But if you're like, I play Blitz a lot, and I feel like it's like part first person shooter and part hiking simulator. So you just run and climb walls and run and it's frustrating for me because I want to sprint and cap flags and do my thing, but I feel like I'm always like literally a 4-minute run from where I aspire to be, and I'm just trolling for deaths all the time. My KD is 1. My win-loss is like 5 because
It's better than one.
I play the fucking objective. And yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like my channel historically, I have liked every Call of Duty game more than the one before it since like Modern Warfare 2. And this is my first time. And I've also noticed this. A lot of other players are saying the same thing. People who have a vested interest in Call of Duty being successful, like Call of Duty commentators, competitive players, pro players, all people who want this to be like a big year for COD are saying that they don't like it.
Can I put a counterpoint out there?
Yeah.
I hated this game when I first played it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I noticed you're around level 30 right now.
It might be even
Like-
lower than that. But yeah, I have less time in it than you is
Yeah.
where you're headed, right?
No, I'm only like level 54.
Okay.
Right
I still
at
have
the
less than you.
But I hated the game from level 1 to about level 22. Tested it, hated it, and then I kind of started learning it. I started adapting to playing Ghost the way they want me to play Ghost,
Mm-hmm.
and I started to enjoy it. I started using like the thermal sight and started using like the IEDs. I started, working on the kill streaks that pounded off of each other, and I started learning patterns that people did in the maps themselves, and I started excelling at it.
I can't wait to get to that stage. I will. I put a lot of time into CODs every year. Right now, gosh, it's frustrating.
I'm just saying, I understand where you're coming from.
It wasn't until last night that I started enjoying it. So the first 3 days, I think, maybe I played this thing, and every time I would stop playing, I would be doing something else, and I would think to myself, do I want to go back and play Call of Duty? No, not really. But now, I would love to be playing right now. Like, if we weren't doing this, that's what I'd be doing. And it's growing on me. And I think it's because I at first I took a huge misstep. I feel like I stepped out of the bus and like went right into like a fucking mud puddle or something, the way that I spent all my points. And just I wasted like the first 25 points were just wasted. Just completely spent on bullshit. I didn't understand the unlocks. I didn't understand the different soldiers, the characters, the different packages. But I think I got my head wrapped around it now, and I really like it.
Yeah, because each soldier, they want you to be a different class. Like, say you start your first soldier and say his name's Bash. All right, this is my Bash character. I want him to be like a shotgun guy. So you're supposed to play that character almost strictly with like the shotgun close in your face kind of stuff. So you buy the shotguns, you buy like the stuff that helps you with the shotguns. And it's like, say you get tired playing a shotgun, so you buy you a new character. Say that this one's named Maynard or something. All right, Maynard's going to be my sniper. and you're supposed to be able to switch in between them from class. Like this is your sniper, blah 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 blah. After you
Yeah,
get all 10
and-
of them done, that's your prestige.
So wait. Do each of them have their own
Sort
set
of.
individual
So
creative
when you-
classes?
So when you buy another character, you get to decide whether that character is a sniper, a heavy gunner, an assault gunner, or an assault or a submachine gunner. And based on that loadout, you're given an entirely different group of perks, attachments, and weapons. So you're given basically sniper shit. So you spend 2 COD points and you get an entire new setup. That's
true.
the key. That's the key to enjoying.
Oh,
this.
instead of trying to turn your base character
Yeah.
into a jack of all trades, sniper, shotgun.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I did not know that.
That's what
I didn't know that
no
either.
one did. It took a minute to figure it out. I watched Woody's video, and then I talked to Wings, and I played the game some, and I had to piece it all together from
The
there.
squad points video.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good video.
very helpful video. If any of you are confused, Woody's squad point video is the
I'm gonna
tip.
tell you something about squad points. Once you get past level 43, they give them to you like they're candy.
And also things like completing the intel mission. What are they called? The blue suit.
Field ops.
The field ops.
Field operations. Yeah, that's an interesting new thing in the game. It makes the game more arcadey, and I like that.
Yeah, see, I've been having a lot of fun because before the game came out, I was deciding whether I was actually going to get it, and now that it's out, I've gotten it, and I'm just streaming it, and not playing it to be the best. I'm not playing it to win every game. I'm not playing it to dominate every person in every single game, and you can call it, I guess, then at that point a mindless shooter, let's say, and at that point the game becomes acceptable. The game does well for me. Like I enjoy playing it when it's in that context. If I go to it and I'm like, okay, I want a 75 kill game, right? And then I try to do that, and I try to be the best. Then I'm going to start seeing all the flaws, real or just made up in my head, and I'm going to get angry with it, and then say, this game sucks, this sucks, that sucks. The only thing I don't like is, like you said, Woody, the maps are huge, and I think that the map size sometimes outpaces the draw distance of the hardware, like the ability.
Oh,
like
don't
how
get me
far they
wrong.
can
The
render
game's
out the
riddled with
characters.
flaws. There's tons and tons.
I
I
like
could
the
go on
map
about what's
design.
wrong with this game all night.
There are too many. So Arcaden, you guys remember Arcaden from Modern Warfare 3? It's the one with the. If you're watching this and you don't know it, it has a mall and like an escalator in the middle and a hot dog shot at the bottom. The traffic pattern on that map was just total chaos. It was everywhere, everyone from every direction. I feel like that map is every Ghosts map. Every Ghost map is just everyone comes from every side at you. It's hard to travel that map when you have 8 corners to check all the time.
Very true.
I'd like to point out some real flaws that Ghosts have that I've noticed. One, I feel like the SC-10, I feel like they got lazy. That's the gun you pick up and the guy goes plop, looks and sees, checks the magazine, and puts it back in. That's the only gun it does it for. And to me, that means like they experimented with that idea and then they decided to drop it. Another thing is the Chem Strike. The Chem Strike only changes one map.
Really?
And that's
Strikeout.
terrible. And it's terrible when it changes it, by the way. That's the,
It
that's the
changes
worst map in the game.
Strikeout, and that's it. It won't change any other map.
It just
on the
converts
game.
it into every other map. It makes it a gray map with rubble.
Yeah, it makes it horrible.
Are you talking about that orange stuff?
Yeah, it turns into like an orange.
Yeah, every other
wasteland.
map just gives that orange sky look to it, and there might be a tank on fire, but it only changes one map. And I was promised when this game was released that every map would be different with the Chem Strike.
Dude, they talked about the interactive map so many times, like they've surpassed.
Hey, there's that one map where
Hey,
you can,
wait,
you, can
time
put-
out, time
you
out.
can tip over those logs, damn it,
The
okay?
logs
That's
go like 2
freaking cool.
feet. The logs go 2 feet.
Yeah, there's a
They,
couple
they
of
go
ones
2
you can
feet,
open
and it's in a
close.
corner of the map, but so what? It's cool, damn it. When
You can
tip
make the
over
train
those damn
move. You made the
logs.
train car
How about
move.
the train move on C? Just like, okay, that did fuck all.
No, all right. Time out. So
And you can shoot the ladders, and the ladders drop.
couldn't it be that the
Oh,
reason
that's how
we're
you
seeing that all this is so crappy is because it's going to be for the Xbox One? These are
It could
Xbox One
be.
features.
It
It
could
could
I
be
don't
that
know.
the reason it's so crappy
I don't
is
know.
that the 360 and PS3 held it back. Right? I'll buy that. I'll buy that they had great ambitions, but because it had to run on both generations of consoles, that they can't take it as far as they wanted to. but just the same, I'm not measuring them on what they wanted to do. I'm measuring them on what they did, and what they did is move a log 2 feet.
What about them copying like animations from previous COD games? Y'all seen that video?
That doesn't bother me in the
Yeah,
slightest.
that
Everyone-
bothers me.
Really?
That's cheesy,
Yeah.
man. Come on. Like,
Yeah,
how
you
you
wouldn't
gonna
want to
have
see
the
that like a
storyline?
Lion
Yeah,
King or something. You wouldn't want me to
yeah.
see some fucking Lion King
Disney's
characters
done
in
that.
Beauty and the Beast.
Notice in other levels, like the
that.
Remington R5 has the same reload as the CM901 from Modern Warfare 3.
Dude, the fact that they reused like 6 seconds of mocap, like it's such a tiny. I feel like the people who are making a big deal out of that enjoy complaining about games like it's a hobby. Like, oh yes, can you believe they did the mocap? There's 6 seconds of reused footage. Whatever, like that. My problems with Ghosts are real playability issues. Like, I feel like the aesthetics are terrible, and that matters in a video game. I feel like the maps are gigantic, and I've been playing so much Blitzed that I wish the maps were all smaller. And then what was the other? Oh, the networking code. And I remember Black Ops 2 had really bad networking code when it first came out, and then somewhere in the middle of its life cycle, it got better for me personally. I'm hoping that happens with Ghosts too, because right now it feels like it takes 5 bullets to kill and 1 bullet to die.
My opinion.
Especially if you're trying to kill a dog.
My opinion. Worst,
Oh, man.
worst single player campaign of the Call of Duties.
Really? Because I generally, I haven't played it yet, so I'll believe you. It sounds like you have. But I generally think Infinity Ward does great single player campaigns.
I sat and watched Jeremy play a bit of it on PlayStation tonight, and Wings, am I wrong? But doesn't the PlayStation version look shittier than the Xbox version by far?
It's hard to tell because your TV does not do games well.
Maybe that's
this
true.
is the giant TV?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kyle's giant TV.
So
Is it
it's
70 inches?
72, but
And you're trying to play COD Ghosts on that.
it's got a game mode, and the refresh rate is just fine.
Mm.
So it's really fun to play it that way, but it
That-
looked really washed out. And
It was really washed
It
out.
gives everything an interesting look, doesn't it? Like everything looks a little sharper or something.
It's it has something. I read explain it to me like I'm 5 on Reddit the other day, all about this, and I still can't comprehend exactly what it's doing. It's something about the I don't know, the hertz or something. It's something with the frequency. I don't remember.
It's the Hertz. That's what it is. It's the
Hurts.
That's what's changing
His
it.
TV is in pain.
Woody,
It's
does
changing the frame rate. That's what it's doing. It's
Oh.
changing the frame rate in some way, and you're getting that effect like you get from soap operas and stuff, because they also run like lots of frames.
Woody, does this game look? What's the name for the visual effect where you're trying to draw a straight line, and to do that you draw a series of smaller straight lines, or you're trying to draw a line at an angle, right? And to do that, you draw a series of other lines that are just offset as you try to draw the line. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
What
Are
is
you
it?
going for the jagged edges thing?
Yeah. Is there a lot more of that in Ghosts than previous Call of Duties?
Lots and lots and lots. And okay, let me take a step back. I think there is. I walked into this game and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is it just me, or are the texture packs really bad compared to previous CODs? And of course, the colors. It's like the 20th time I mentioned. I'm trying to back off of that. But the other side of it is this: I've been playing a bunch of Battlefield 4 on a PC. I've been playing a bunch of even Minecraft on a PC. I don't want to be some PC master race kind of guy, but it could be that because I've been doing so much PC gaming, when I step back into what I'll call old gen consoles, the ones that are out for the next 2 weeks, that maybe I'm, grading it harshly because I've been PC gaming.
So does the game maybe have some issues on PC?
I've heard it's awful on PC.
Oh my goodness. I haven't played it on PC.
Could you need a minimum of 6 fucking gigs of RAM to even get started?
Yes. Yeah, it has a 6 gig min to run it. Apparently it takes like an incredible graphics card, and even then it looks dreadful.
Someone wrote that they had dual Titans, and it was sluggish. And I was like, well, what do they want? What do they want from you?
Do you guys remember Total Biscuit? We had him on PKA once or twice.
Yeah.
I like him, by the way.
The cynical Brit.
I had it. I watched. He did like an 18-minute video on COD Ghosts reviewing the PC version, and he couldn't find any positives. 18 minutes long. 18 minutes long. It was, and his points were all solid, backed up by video evidence, and it just the PC version was bad. It's bad.
I'm glad I didn't buy it. It's a 60 gig download too.
Yeah,
Isn't it? Or
is that a big?
What did you
deal?
say? 60?
60 gigabytes, I think, on Steam. If you buy it on Steam, it's a 60 gigabyte download.
60 gigs? Oh my
How big
goodness.
is Battlefield 4?
Battlefield 4 is actually. Let me check. I can check it in my PC right now.
I would like to address a link here. Like this is with the low res. I feel like this game was built for the next gen consoles, but downgraded for the ones we're playing now. So I feel like we're playing the dumbed down version of the game. Like the maps are supposed to be 9v9. That's why they're so big. And like the resolution does look like it's just degraded, so it would fit there on the current generation consoles. So if you look at the screen cap I just linked to you, like it looks great on the new consoles.
For me, the Xbox One version's getting all pixelated. I don't think
It's the same thing for me, but they're about the same.
No, I don't think you're seeing what I'm seeing. The Xbox One looks like a Doom from the 80s.
Yeah. Xbox One is like violently terrible.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
just
that
look at the
looks
PS4 one. But that's what it's
The
supposed to look like.
PS4 one. I mean, I'm definitely getting this game for the next consoles. At $10, it's a no-brainer. I'm totally doing
The
it.
PS4 one looks really good.
Can you do that $10 thing anywhere? Do you have to go? Is that like a GameStop only thing? I can't just show up with my, like, do I need a receipt or do I just show up with my version
You
of
need
Ghost?
your power-up
and-
card. Like I had to get one of these things right here. You get a power-up card. You
Okay,
show that.
so I had to
do-
actually do that because I got the game early, right? So I just bought it off some guy. So clearly I don't have a receipt.
So you
I
might
guess
have to pay the game for the game full price.
That's okay, man. I got that money from all those Modern Warfare 3 daily vids I was putting out.
Modern Warfare 3
Ain't nothing.
daily bits?
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. I want to talk about your channel, man. So is it iBash TV? Is that I get?
Yeah,
Your
that's my
branding is
channel.
lefty-like. You've got like Bash LOL,
Whoa.
iBash TV, and Bashir, of course. Your name.
That's my real name, but I mean, for the most part, I'm just Bash LOL. I made iBash TV. Like, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I made the channel not expecting to have
Playing
to.
Bad Company 2 with me back then.
Yeah, back in the days, but I wasn't planning on making like a YouTube channel when I made the channel originally. So I didn't really think about branding, and then by the time I thought about it, I already had like 13,000 subs, which at the time was massive. So I was like,
You
shit,
don't
I
wanna
can't.
lose that. My
Yeah, I
favorite
can't
story
redo
along
this.
those lines is Chris Smooth. What's Smooth's channel? It's Smooth, and then
It's like 5, 7, 8, 9, 4, 3, something crazy like that.
So I was like, Smooth, what's with that? Why is it all messed up? And he's like, I only created this YouTube account so I could watch booty shaking videos on YouTube. He's like, you had to be over 18.
I think that's why I did it too.
So he lied about his age and watched booty shaking videos on YouTube. And now he's a superstar.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. But so you're making videos again? You got a passion for COD or a passion for cash, a passion for gaming? Talk.
Well, I mean, I got a passion for making videos. That's what I always liked, right? I always loved being in the community, making YouTube videos, connecting with people. It wasn't so much playing the game that I love. Like, I mean, after Black Ops 1, I really stopped liking the game altogether. And in Modern Warfare 3, it was just like unbearable. Like, I just couldn't play it anymore. I couldn't force myself. I felt like I was forcing myself to play the game, and I was like miserable. So I just kind of stopped making videos. Tried to come back for Black Ops 2, but I just wasn't feeling the game. So I don't know. Right now, I think I'm in a good place though. Like, I like the game and I'm having fun with it. We'll see what happens next week though. Who knows?
Maybe I'm the world's worst critic because I feel like Black Ops 2 was the best of the series. I feel like that will be the series high point. When people look back at them and judge them, people will say two things. One, they're nostalgic about the one they started on. For a lot of people, that's COD 4. For a lot of people, that's Modern Warfare 2. They'll look back on it and say it was the most fun factor ever. But really, they weren't the best copies. They were just your initial experience, so that was fun. I think in terms of balanced guns, fun maps, even hit detection, like for me, my Black Ops 2 experience was the most perfect game out of all of them. But I don't think many will agree with me.
I feel like Black Ops 1 was the high point of the series.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was the best for me.
Black Ops 1 was the most fun I've had on Call of Duty.
Really,
Yeah,
I
me
felt
too,
like
by
it moved
far.
slowly compared to some of the other ones. Like I prefer people say, "Oh, the maps are so small, they're chaos, whatever." Dude, if you can live with a BS death or two a game, then Standoff to me is one of the. I mean, it's right there with Shipment. Every time Standoff comes up, I'm like, this is going to be a good time. Win, lose, draw, whatever. I'm gonna love Standoff.
What was Standoff?
Which one? It had town. It was like a town setting. B-Dom was right in the middle in a street between a
Rundown.
pickup truck. So I'm talking about Black Ops 2.
Yeah, see,
Do
I
I
don't
have
even
the
know
map
these
name wrong?
maps.
It's
I've
Standoff,
never
I
even
think.
played these maps.
It's a shotgun map, in my opinion. There's a street that's kind of a zigzag pattern. C-Dom is by some hay bales.
Oh yeah, it is Standoff. Yeah, you talking about the China? Yeah,
Is there another
Oh,
name for it? I don't know.
yeah. With the big brown building and the grandma's house and yeah.
Yeah. That map to me is about a perfect map. That's what I look for. So anyway, yeah, I really, really liked Black Ops 2. I hope I like Ghosts as much. I'm just off to a rough start with it.
But is it also not true that, at least for people in what we do, that we tend to identify best with the game that coincides with the height of our channels?
I don't think I'm
Because-
doing that.
But I mean, like Wings, when were you at your best, at your peak of peaks in
Modern
Call of
Warfare
Duty?
2.
Modern Warfare 2, yeah.
Modern Warfare 2? Oh, okay, then I was wrong. Okay, because Wings identifies Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1 was the beginning of my downfall.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
But I'm just saying which one I liked, which one I felt I had the most fun at. The one I liked the best is World at War, which was before YouTube.
Mhm.
I have a hard time not saying I had the most fun in Call of Duty 4.
But I think
know
that
it's-
you're falling victim to the like. Okay, wait. I believe you had the most fun in COD 4. Just like I believe the people who say COD 2 had the most fun factor had the most fun in COD. I mean to say Modern Warfare 2. But the reason you liked COD 4 so much was not great hit detection, balanced guns, or attractive maps, or great layouts or anything. It was because you and your friends would rape 12-year-olds night after night after night. They would squeal. You just it's a hobby, right? Raping 12-year-olds. Everyone's down a little bit. Don't knock it. It's fun. So yeah, but you and your buddies would do that every night in COD 4 and just crush children's
I've done that
hopes.
since then, though, and it's just not as fun.
You can't do the spawns flip and
Yeah, that's true. I did it in Modern Warfare 2, though. I did it in World at War.
But the COD 4 spawn trapping was so relentless. It was
really nice. It was really nice.
the map.
I do. That's what I miss the most. I think is the spawns. I miss like knowing where. Or like, there should only be like 8 spawn points on a fucking map.
Since COD 4, I have always had a sense of where they spawn, right? Like, all right, my team is here. They're probably using one of those 3 spawn points over there. Back in COD 4, I knew I could tell you the pixel they were going to spawn on, right?
Yeah.
Like, that stuff was on lockdown. Like, I'm going to stand here.
Yeah,
I
I could look to my left and snipe you, then immediately start cooking the grenade that would be thrown down the corridor. Then you spawned after I had began cooking. I've been cooking this grenade since before you were even alive, and it's been waiting on you before you existed.
Yeah.
That's how good COD 4 spawns are.
Yeah, if COD 4 came out today, the community would rip it up as a very, very flawed game.
You know, the way I feel about it is, I feel like it's not flawed. I feel like it's perfect. It's perfect because the good players beat the bad players every fucking time, and they don't just beat them. They humiliate them. If you're bad at this, it's just like being bad at street basketball. You get humiliated. People laugh at you. It's embarrassing. It's not fun.
COD
They
4
took
is
the game that you
interesting.
play in your backyard and made it not fun anymore.
There's been a transition from COD 4 to today, whereas in COD 4 they would take your skill gap and magnify it. If
I love it.
if my team is slightly better than your team, kill streaks are rolling in. Choppers are earning UAVs, which earn airstrikes, which earn choppers. Grab a death, chopper earns a UAV, earns an airstrike, earns a chopper. Like once I COD 4 is the game where I learned to play on. And once I transitioned from a below average player to an above average player, then the choppers rolled in. Everything just went so beautifully. In COD 4, they took any skill gap that might have existed and blew it up into a big deal. In these current games, they take any skill gap that may exist and they try to shrink it a little bit. You know, they add some randomness. They add some not your fault deaths. So, you know, if you're twice as good as me, your KD is probably not twice as high. Whereas in COD 4, if you were 20% better than me, your KD was probably double mine.
Yeah, and it was you could quantify the skill level. I wish I could put numbers on it. And I don't know who would be like a 100, but I feel like Socrates is like a 95, and he's somewhere there, and I felt like I was like in the low 80s somewhere. I felt like I was like an 80, 84 or something like that. But then there were tons of people that were right in between us, and there were also those people who seemed to be 15s, and that's what made life good. Because you would just smash a 15 every single fucking time. And if he got you, it would just make you mad. And you'd be like, fuck it, M16 time. And then then it wasn't even for fun anymore. It was to punish that kid who was a 15, and he knew he was a 15, you knew he was a 15, but he killed you, and now you had to make it right. That was how much your the skill gap was magnified. You're right.
Yeah, it was magnified. But we'll see. I hope I love COD this year. Like you guys, I think I'm at a stage where maybe you guys just exited in the last day or two.
Well, I will say this:
rough time.
They have no problem with like rolling the dice and ruining your day, or rolling the dice and making your game for no reason at all. For example, you could do one of those. What are the
field
the
orders?
The field objectives or whatever. You can do one of those. It gives you a care package, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from that care package, you can get that mortar strike. You can get that crazy mortar strike that could win a game.
I got a Loki in my care package. Teammate stole it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Loki
and some
sucks.
of those things are as simple as
Consider
getting
yourself
yourself
lucky.
kills, or stabbing an enemy, or getting a headshot.
Or teabagging him.
Wait.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know what a Loki
Teabagging.
does.
Loki is the big kill
Loki's
streak. It's number
a chopper
15, but
gunner.
it sucks. Loki sucks. I put it on. I got it twice. I took it off. I'd rather have Riley, dog.
I had the time of my life in that shit. I was just killing a lot of people. I wasn't
How
out
you kill a
for
lot of people with that thing? This thing is so garbage. It moves at the pace of old people fucking. I mean, literally, you lumber around a mech, it's like, ooh, and then it shoots, and it takes literally 3 seconds from the time you shoot to that thing to hit the map, and the guy's gone. He's like completely gone. He's somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Isn't it supposed to be a laser beam? Like, speed of light's got to be faster than that, right? It's 186,000 miles per second.
It doesn't look like a laser beam. It looks like he shot a missile from outer space.
Oh, okay.
It comes down like a big ball of fire. And
Well, I want a fucking laser beam. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Get on that shit.
Can I?
The next
mean-
game.
I got a related question. Now that COD's out, is Grand Theft Auto dead?
Yeah.
They
I think
released
a lot of people in the Grand Theft Auto community feel like it's finally alive because all of the annoying Call of Duty players are out of their game.
Yeah, I mean it's not dead. It's dead for people who like Black Ops 2 is coming to its end, right? And we were at that point where we were just waiting for something else to come out.
The Borderlands effect.
Yeah, exactly.
I did
right?
dude, I'm sorry. People who've heard me a lot have heard me say this before, but Borderlands is genius. They release like every September and August, and you're just dying thirsting for something other than COD. And Borderlands comes out. First version of Borderlands, they couldn't keep it on the shelves. What other disc can they not make enough of? Like, I can't remember a game where you couldn't find it in the stores, but Borderlands. And I think Grand Theft Auto was similarly genius in that, like, if they released after COD, they'd be sharing a lot more sales. Whereas right now, they got it to themselves, they broke all the records, and then COD came and lied about breaking all the records.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they pushed out the first part of the stimulus package. I was told that they did that. I haven't seen that personally, but I think they pushed out their big patch that fixes supposedly a lot of things, and then you get the $250,000 in-game cash because the $500,000 is supposed to come in 2 payments. So Woody, you better get on that. You better make sure Rockstar pays you what they owe you.
I'll have to check it out. But
I'm so uninterested in that virtual money now because I never got to play online. Don't even care about that fake virtual money that you were going to refund to me for fucking me up. Now I'm just going to play Ghost with Wings of Redemption and hate it.
But I'm really excited. I want Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC. After seeing what they can do on console, I want it on PC. I need it on PC. I want modders. I want dedicated servers that people can set up. I want 50, 100-man servers in Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, and I want to see all the things that they can do with that, because they have a third-person MMO set in modern times where you can run around killing people. And then you can team up with some people and
Holy
war
shit.
with other people. And
No
then go
fucking
rob
way.
them. And then go.
No way. Hang on. Let me
Wait,
make
is
you
that
full
just an
screen.
image? Wait, hold
No,
on.
that's
No.
that's a glass of something. Let me make Woody full my main screen.
Woody, can
You
I
know
see
what?
that again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
put that up here.
Let me put myself on the video.
Yeah,
It's,
make it you. I'm not complaining, but I've been staring at Lefty main screen the whole time.
So
Damn,
it
I gotta
appears
get
to be
married.
some sort of strawberry shortcake thing. I think she warmed the cake because it's hot in the
shit.
center, and this is just milk in the cup.
That is the most delicious. Oh my god!
That right there is more calories than I've consumed in 2 days.
It literally is. I swear to God, that is more calories than Wings has had in 2 days. Maybe 3.
That's funny, man. That was funny.
I like today. I'm serious. Like today, I've had.
Don't tell him, Wings. I don't want any lawsuits if you go down.
How much was that TV dinner I ate?
Don't
You ate
worry
a
about
TV
it, man.
dinner?
It was 3. You Wings. You had 400 calories I know about today, and I made you burn off at least 150 on the elliptical. And that was
I've
just
had
one
about
of
400 calories today.
Yeah, Wings is negative like 7,000 calories today. That means he lost 2 pounds today.
Wings, you're going hard though. I see those videos, man. That shit's good, man. They're very entertaining. I gotta say
What
that.
I like is that he's going harder.
You could do that for life.
You
I
watch
think.
the first videos,
Yeah.
and you're like, swing that bat again. You know, like I want more. You watch the recent videos, and you're like, yeah, that's different. It's better than a week ago. You can see
Yeah.
the progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wiggs, that video today, you were going hard at that heavy bag. Not like, I want to get to this number and end. I'm going to go at this heavy bag until I can't go anymore. And
Dude, I did
really
that in
cool to
day
see.
1. That's just all I had in day 1. That wasn't like I was holding back.
I know, but
Yeah.
I just got the
Yeah, that's what we're
feeling
talking
that
about.
you were,
You're improving.
Yeah, I had the feeling watching day 1.
I don't think the heavy bag tells it. I think the elliptical tells it.
Mm.
First day I did 45 seconds. I can do 20 minutes now.
Wow.
As a viewer, you watch 45 seconds, though, and you think, like, is he doing his best? You know, I think a lot of people ask that same question, like, is this the best? Or is he holding back? Is he going easy on himself? And it sounds like you were doing your best, and your best has changed dramatically, and that's pretty neat to see.
Dude, it's mind-blowing how much stamina and cardiovascular I've earned in those last 2 weeks. Like, Kyle has a pretty big property here, and there's like this big old circle thing, and it's about 0.6 miles, but it's very hilly. Very hilly. It's pretty much a hill the entire way around. It's like just one big old hill, and I'm walking around the hill. So I'm
This is the
walking
kind
up-
of hill that your grandma could easily walk up, though.
Right.
Just to be
Uphill both
clear.
Uphill
it
both
sounds
ways
like.
in the snow, yeah.
I come from a flat area, Kyle. So any hill is a big hill to
I
me.
come from a flat area. I love that.
He does. He's by the beach.
Yeah.
True. True.
I come from a flat area. Not
So,
anymore, but I...
When I walked this first time, I had Jeremy walk it with me, and I had to stop probably 8 times, and I was give out. I busted my pants on the initial walk, and like I was ready to fall down. I literally had like tripped over like some expensive bathroom tiles trying to get to the couch, and like I was ready to pass out. Literally, that was the closest I've come to like blacking out since I've been at Kyle.
His eyes are really getting big. It was pretty fun to watch.
And like, I can do that now while talking on the phone and not break a sweat.
Yeah. See, what you guys don't know is this whole thing for me is one big Vault Tech experiment. I'm loving this shit. Every moment of this, I'm making it up as I go along. You know, I'm like, maybe he'll eat broccoli today. Maybe he won't. We're just trying stuff.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you have any ideas? Like, is there anything in the mail with the Indiegogo money?
Yes. All right. So let's talk about this. So first of all, like the big things are going to chip away at this money. So everyone knows. First of all, I'm keeping all my receipts because I want to be as transparent on this as possible. I don't want anybody to feel like we got one over on anybody because I fear the wrath of that like no other. But so taxes, one thing, we'll have to pay taxes on that money. So immediately that means a third of it is just gone, and that goes to the government. So you keep that in mind. We're somewhere over $8,000 right now, so nearly, close to $3,000 is going to the government. After that, we're paying Jeremy to be there. He's not just hanging out for fun. And Jeremy does more than what you see him do in the videos. Jeremy is the run get this guy. Jeremy's the go drive across town and pick supplies up guy. He's a big part of what's going on. And we're paying him $12 an hour, so it's not like he's getting rich off of us. Also, gasoline. We make a lot of trips driving around, doing things that are specifically for what Jordy's doing.
And everything is an hour away. Everything.
Yeah, that's true. Everything's at least an hour round trip just to get to Walmart and stuff like that. And so and also food, because I'm preparing a lot of chicken for him, or I have been, and I'm kind of picky about the kind of chicken I want to be chopping up. So the food's been kind of expensive. I haven't added up the receipts lately, but also we've bought some athletic equipment recently. We got some mats, some gloves, some boxing gear, we got some frisbees and some balls, the medicine balls you saw in the video, and just various props and costumes. However, there is still a large amount of money, which I think we're going to put some of it toward getting a personal trainer near Jordy that he can work with for a few months after this. And we're looking into pricing that out right now. And there's a website where we can pick our own personal trainer. And some of these guys look so fucking intense. There's one of these guys. He looks like Ric Flair. Like he's this old guy. Like he's literally like he's at least 50, 55. But he's got like super blonde hair and he's ripped and all oiled up and muscular. That's the kind of personal trainer I want to get for Jordy. So that's going to eat up I don't know how much. $1,000, $2,000, whatever.
I figured about $2,500 because I want one for at least 6 months because I feel it's going to take me 6 months to get to the point where I would be close to where I'd like to be weight-wise.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Are you sharing any numbers on PKA, or are you saving those for the vlogs?
We have the newest vlog went up just before PKA, and we can probably say the numbers on this one because it's already out.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah, if you go over to Wing's channel and watch, it's episode 4. It's not day 4 by any means. It's episode 4, and we mentioned that 2 or 3 times in the video. But anyway, he has lost roughly 25 pounds in 11 days.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm at 417. Wow.
It burned into my head. This is what burned into my head. When we were talking about this concept, there was Wings and Kyle, and they were talking. And Kyle was like, "You're gonna come to my place. It's making an offer, and you're gonna lose 50 pounds." And Wings starts like negotiating almost, like I don't know, 50 seems like a lot. Maybe I'll lose 30. And Kyle wasn't negotiating. Kyle was having none of that bullshit. He says, "Look, man, I'm just telling you what's going to happen if you come here. You're going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to whip you in shape, and that's going to happen." And it is just like, whoa, that's amazing. Like, he's not saying might be 20, might be 50. He's like, it's going to be 50. There you go. We are 11 days in, and he's 25 pounds out. We have 19 more days to lose the last 25 pounds. We're ahead of schedule. This is...
Yeah, we got. If it stays on this curve, I'm going to be looking like 70 pounds.
It's not a curve, it's a trajectory. That's what we use in the FPS program.
Dude, trajectory.
I mean, I can
Welcome to
this thing like 380 pounds. Like I was like today, I'm like, I'm gonna need a suspenders. Like I seriously need suspenders to hold my pants up.
You have been getting bigger for 4 years now, right? And you've lost 25 pounds. This is fucking amazing. This is. There's a whole new Wings coming. We're watching the transformation happen on your channel right now. I talk to people who don't watch all your videos all the time, say, oh, guys, there's a new Wings vlog up. Check it out. And they watch it together as a group. Like this is, and the channel is on a trajectory too, right? Like this is a whole thing that's coming to the Northeast. That's where we're headed. This is like I'm watching you gain 1,000 subs or better every day on your YouTube channel. I'm watching you get 100,000 views on all these videos. I'm pimping your videos out. I'm clicking on like. I'm doing whatever. I'm like, this thing's got a gorilla link ad. I'm tweeting this shit too. Get Wings some money. and you know, like
Yeah, we got a good CPM for that. That was some YouTube money.
yeah, some YouTube money. So there's rock bottom. What was that?
That was intense.
4
6
months
months
ago.
ago. When was the rock bottom video?
4 months ago was July.
4 months ago.
right? My recommendation: don't get a girlfriend right now, because you're gonna get a whole new class of bitches 6 months from now.
We're gonna be able to move into Latino women. That's your future, Jordy.
I'm not down with no Latinos.
Wait, do you feel different? Do you feel like your own body shape changing yet?
My body head shape has changed. That's why I said I need suspenders.
What? No. I'm talking about how you feel yourself, like when you sit, move, walk, do whatever it is.
Sitting down, I don't feel any different. I feel like the same person. Unless I'm driving, unless I get into the truck.
But
When I
tell
get
them
into
what
my
you
truck,
told me about how you feel when you're sitting down.
I feel like I want to be getting up.
No. Remember when you told me that when you were sitting there, like you were watching yourself on video, and you were like, man, as I sit here, I don't feel like I'm that guy. I feel like I'm your size.
Yeah, when I'm sitting down normally, I just feel like I think you misconstrue my words. Even when I was 440, sitting down, I didn't feel 440 because I'm not holding the weight up. I usually have a chair big enough to accommodate a guy my size. So when I'm playing like Xbox, I feel like Woody size or Lefty size. Just this skinny dude. It's not until I'm like, let's go walk to the store. That I realize, oh shit, I'm 400 pounds. I can't make it to the damn driveway. And
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That
And like-
when you get into a pattern of doing that, of not going out very much, it's easy to gain another 40 pounds and be like, oh shit, I gained 40 pounds. Oh fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. Not even notice it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're already very heavy.
and it's like, but
25
feeling
pounds,
different,
man.
yeah, I feel great. I feel really good. Like I want to be able to like go out and show people how good I feel, but there's nobody to show anything to. But
Yeah,
I
I've been
mean-
to Kyle's house. There's no one looking.
No.
There might be
better
a
not
dog
be.
chained up out there.
I want to be like, I want to like grab people's hand and jump up and down like I feel so good, and like things that I'm thinking like, dude, even like 3 months, even let's go to the end of the year, and I'm at like 340. Dude, at 340 I could probably like go on hikes. At 340 I could sit in a coach airplane seat.
Yep.
I want you to play softball.
Yeah, I love I love baseball. Love baseball. Like I was telling Kyle, like if I was his size, I would be a firefighter, and I would be on a volunteer. I'd be on like a softball team somewhere.
I love it. He has this very specific, like, future happy life. Think about it. There is a future thin wings he has in mind, and that guy is a firefighter, and he plays on the firefighters' softball team in his spare time. That's the dream life for Wings. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'd like to be a firefighter just because I feel like it'd be a job that I wouldn't get bored at, and it'd be a job doing one of the things I enjoy doing, which is helping people out.
Would you ever start a fire? Like, knowing that you'd be backed up on an arson investigation?
Dude.
That's how I lifeguarded. It's awesome.
For example, if a truck needed burning.
Oh man.
I explained to Jeremy today that you were banned from the Ford fucking forums. And he was like, how the hell did he get banned from Ford.com's forums? And I was like, he told a guy to commit insurance fraud right on the forum. So they banned him.
This guy
so
needed
then he
help.
got all his
Like-
fans together and
Like, this
attacked the
guy's
Ford
this
forums.
guy's like, I'm underwater, I'm losing my house, his life's falling apart. I'm like, dude, here's what you gotta do.
It was the equivalent of Wings being like, all right, man, so... Or if I were like, all right, I don't know, dude. Here's all I know.
I felt bad
You're
for
going to
him,
want to
like,
get yourself a 9mm handgun and find the nearest bank. Now, here's how you pull it off. Like, no, you just told him how to commit a fucking crime to get some money. That's what
insurance
you
fraud
did.
and robbing a bank are two different things.
And then when you, not.
They're not that different. They're both crimes.
I don't know about the I know that there's higher penalties for bank robbery in particular, but if we're just talking about like robbing from someone's house versus, they're probably a similar punishment.
Dude, just think about there's worse things than like insurance fraud by burning a vehicle or
I think insurance fraud is taken very seriously.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
I've heard people throw out the idea of like, yeah, man, I don't know if I can pay for this motorcycle. I kind of want to just like dig a hole, throw it in it, and report it stolen. But you know what happened today?
What did happen today?
What happened today? Dude. Found out that he didn't really lose that boat. Sent him up on all kinds of charges. Apparently he got a speeding ticket one time and that compounded it. He's doing 3 years. It's like some crazy shit like that.
3 years? You're out in a year and a half on like good,
oh my
good
God,
behavior.
Wings.
Oh, Wings, you would seriously you would do a year to get out from under
robbery,
a
you go
truck.
away from 10 minimum. You get 10 years minimum on a bank robbery. You're trying to compare it.
Wings is sitting there like, yeah, you could laugh your way through a year of
I heard
prison.
a diamond store.
But I'm just saying, you're putting insurance fraud on the same level as bank robbery.
But
It's not.
Your plan involves going to jail. And 2 weeks in, you're
My plan doesn't
Nazi's
involve going to
bitch
jail.
where
Did you-
he tattoos a swastika
Yeah,
on your
right.
ass.
Did you not see? Did you not see what I said to that guy on that Ford forum?
No, I didn't, but I know that
I
you
could
burn the
tell you
truck.
right now.
I know that
Would you hear it?
tell me.
All right. The way you get away with insurance fraud by burning a vehicle, and this works. I've seen it happen. It's happened a number of times.
Wings is about to commit
can't
conspiracy
believe
to
this is
commit
happening right
insurance
now.
fraud.
I don't.
shocked.
No, I'm not because I don't have a truck with a note on it anymore.
I don't think they
Disclaimer,
know
I'm-
what conspiracy to commit
I do not
insurance fraud
co-sign
means.
this.
What does it mean, Kyle?
If you take a substantive step, like let's say you can do conspiracy to commit wire fraud if you get together with somebody and are like, hey, we can create a fake bank website and start taking people's money. If you and you talk about this committing this crime, and then you so much as start researching how much it costs to buy a domain and host a website, conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
All right,
If they
let
can
me ask
prove
you this
that you've
question,
done
Lefty. Let me ask you this question, Lefty. Anybody here got a vehicle that they're currently thinking about burning? All right, Woody.
I got some crosses.
Now, Wings, let me say this.
Whoa. We don't talk about burning my truck. All right?
Hang on a minute, because I've got a dog in this fight. Wings. If I'm away at some point and something were to happen to my truck, I wouldn't mind so much.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, but you see, your truck is like a POS right now. You just want to get rid of.
It's not that. There's some substantive issues that I found mechanically flawed within my vehicle.
I said it was a POS, a piece
It's
of
not
shit.
a fucking piece of shit, you fucker. This is all right. So here's a Wings flaw for you. Here's the most annoying thing about Wings being at your house. Wings will pick at your fucking vehicle like it's a scab, and it's no more appropriate for him to do so than if he were literally picking at a scab that was on you.
When you say he picks at it, does he like literally chip paint off it or something?
No, he will point out to you every single flaw that vehicle has in great detail, and then he'll tell you what you should have done differently.
I went to Wing's house in California in my truck.
My house is in South Carolina.
I don't know why I said
Yeah,
California.
I was gonna
In
say,
South Carolina. In Conway, maybe I was thinking. I don't know. But I went to Wings' house in Conway, and he saw my truck, and he had not a negative word. His jaw dropped at the awesomeness of it.
What kind of truck do you have, Woody?
I have a Toyota Tacoma with a badass accessory.
Wings is
What do you think about that Japanese car right there?
Like when Kyle says it's annoying to him. When I'm doing it, I'm looking like I'm giving him a service. Like
It's annoying to everyone. Everyone's like,
pay for.
you are annoying Jeremy with tire talk, and I didn't think that was I thought that was impossible. Wings will go on and on about tires. I'm buying new tires for my car. They're $900 a set. I feel like that's a lot of.
You
Quiet.
got Coopers on your truck. You
Calm
hear
down.
how they sound on your truck.
I want to get Cooper tires on my car because they're $900 a set, and those
Cooper
are
got
the
balled out
cheap
for a
ones.
reason, Kyle.
I don't
They
give a
suck.
shit about the corporate going-ons of Cooper Tire. I don't give a fuck. They make rubber for the road, and that's all I need. And he's wanting me to get these Z-rated Pirellis like I'm fucking going 108.
That's what the car has on it.
I know it is, and I wasn't that impressed to begin with.
Well, the thing is, I've
I'm
driven
not
with
paying
Kyle.
$700 extra to have special fucking tires.
Kyle, every so often, I won't tell anyone, but sometimes you go 180 miles an hour.
I'm just saying,
Through
he likes
Arkansas.
speed. He's about to buy a tire that's rated for 100 miles an hour. When he goes at 130, he's going to kill himself.
Look, you do not know what that tire is rated for. These are
I do.
Z-rated
There's
Cooper Sport
letters
tires.
on the side of the tire that tells me what it's rated for.
Wings, I'm talking about the tires I'm purchasing on Monday. Oh my god. With or without your goddamn consent.
When they roll up here, I can tell you what they go for on miles per hour.
What do they go for?
I can't.
I don't care what you say. I'll
Yet.
put that car at 150. Fucking.
Those ratings aren't there
Let's
for
just
your
stop.
health.
Let's just rewind.
But let me say, I'm trying to giving you a service. I'm like, oh,
Kyle!
I'm like, that spark knock, dude. You need to.
He's
change your
doing
spark
you a
plug.
favor by
This
shitting
is-
on everything that you own.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
shit
a
on it. I
service
don't
he
shit on
offers.
it.
This is why I'm not going to show him my Doom buggy or anything, because I know the Doom buggy's got dead gas in it, and he's going to give me shit. And I'm going to be like, it's a $6,000 custom-made engine that I pay a mechanic $75 an hour to fine-tune. And he's going to be like, well, I see a lot of errors that guy has made. And I'm just going to be like, no, I drove 50 miles to get this gasoline. It's 120 octane. Well, that's no good for this. No, it's a fucking high compression engine, Wings. And
Why'd you buy it? Why'd you call it dead gas? I haven't heard that term before.
if you don't start a car for like 3 months, 6 months at a
Gas
time.
settles like something in the gas
I
is
think
lighter.
it's sediment
something's
within the
heavier.
gasoline, perhaps in the bottom of the tank. I don't know the cause of it, but the gas seems to go bad.
If you trailer it, does it undead? Does it become zombie gas?
No, it becomes gas that isn't as explosive. So it
Because the
it
trailering
doesn't-
would shake it up. That's what I was getting at. Tell me.
Yeah, and that would work if there was trash in there and it was like around the fuel pump maybe, but usually with this the gas is just bad and you've got to like turn the car over for a long period of time to like work the gas out, and it'll be like sputtering bad gas out the exhaust.
But
I
see,
haven't
Kyle,
seen that, and I have a vehicle that I don't start all the time. But carry on, anyway.
don't
It's
mean
probably
to
it's
do it
because of
with
the gas tank you have, Woody.
Oh yeah.
I bet it has something. You're talking about in your off-road vehicle?
Yeah.
It's got it in that fucking sponge. I bet that has something to do with it.
Yeah, it has a sponge
Because in
and a
my
fuel
race car, I
cell.
don't have any issues either. But I've got a fuel cell on my dune buggy. And I think
Oh, you see, in my dune buggy, I've got this kind of gas. But in my race car, it's got a whole different fuel system. We're good on the race car. The custom-made dune buggy is what I'm worried about. Don't worry about that.
it is custom made. Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just giving some for examples here. I have
These
to
are
have
facts.
a couple of vehicles.
These are
I'm just saying
facts.
this, Kyle. My 02 Silverado sounds a million times better than your brand new one.
I will say this: Wings truck sounds really good, but I don't.
In the
give a
video, it
fuck.
sounded awesome.
He was like revving it up today, and it was like crazy loud, and I'm like, you're gonna bother people in those houses over there. The police are gonna come, and then I'm gonna tell them that you're an intruder just to film it. That would be. What if I did that for a video? What if I called the cops on Wings and told him he was an intruder, and just sent him in?
That's his workout for the day. He's got to ditch the cops in the
I would
woods.
literally, I would take them to this office, and be like, I intruded all this in here.
No, like you'd be out in the field somewhere, like with the sledgehammer, and like that's when the cop would show up.
Yeah. I've seen it
And
for
the
my
cop would be
life.
like, "Sir, put down the weapon." Huh? What are you talking about? And you'd be
What if the
put
cop
the
could get
weapon
him to
down.
run?
Last warning, sir. And you'd be like, "What the fuck is your problem? Who the hell?" Video, 1 million views.
Shit, around here, around Banks County, all they want to do is just
Lawsuit,
give you a speeding ticket.
$25,000.
They probably go give me a speeding
Great.
ticket for walking or something.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with the thing. In all honesty, like I said, Wings is an interesting guy to live with. He has some interesting qualities, habits.
I like that
And,
Jeremy's getting fans. I'm having
I
a kick out
love
of
that Jeremy's
Hold up,
getting.
hold up. I want to hear my interesting qualities in my.
Okay, all right, here you go. Wings brought a subwoofer with him. Keep in mind, I think my house has thin walls, to be honest. I think it really does. That wasn't something I paid much attention to when we moved into the house. But, anyway. Wings brought this badass subwoofer. I'm not saying, and if I have to say this, or he'll feel like I'm saying he's got a shitty sound system.
Wings,
He
is
has
it
a
right there?
great sound system.
Can
What?
you like point the webcam at it, Wings? Is it
Oh
the
yeah, if you
sunroof?
could show him that fucking subwoofer, that tube you've got under there. This is in his office setup.
Wait,
keep
which
in
tube?
mind. Like
Kind of hard to see.
oh, it sure is.
Oh, I think I see it though. So you have a subwoofer about the size of maybe 2.5 shoe boxes or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
a
Pumping out
rather
bass.
large subwoofer. Now this thing is a very deep bass, and it was so loud. 2:30 a.m. I'm in the next room trying to sleep. The walls are shaking.
I
Get
didn't
up.
do that on purpose.
I sat through it for about 20 minutes, thinking that somebody else might, go curse him out.
And you share
But
a
then
wall, right? Like
Yes,
Wings,
he
can
and
you
I-
knock
he and
on
I
Kyle's wall right now?
Yeah, not anymore, and I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah.
to that.
Okay.
Not anymore, and I'm getting to that. So the wall was shaking. So I go in there, and I'm thinking, it sounded like this to me through the wall. I swear to God, this is what it sounded like through the wall. And I was like, holy fuck. I bet if I go in there, Wings is like rocking it out, looking like Jack Black, just, headbanging and like throwing up gang signs and stuff. I go in there, yeah, exactly. That's what I imagine Wings doing, but really rocking it intensely. I imagine that. I walk in, he's watching Family Guy. That's how much bass
In
that
my
thing is
bed.
putting out. Family Guy sounds like satanic.
I thought
Metal
it was
rap.
Bum to Wada Wada by Kid Rock when you described it. I don't.
So-
does anyone know how to pronounce that song? I don't know.
Ba with the ba, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly. It sounded evil in there, and I go in there, and it's fucking Family Guy. And I'm like, dude, you gotta turn this down. It's fucking 2:30 a.m. He's like, yeah, okay, and I turn it down, and I had a hard time finding an acceptable level that I felt that he could still hear the conversation, but I wouldn't have my walls shaking, so I just dealt with it. So now, luckily, it's a rather large house, so I have moved downstairs. I'm in the blue room now. It's called the blue room because it's blue.
Like the White House.
And I like it down here. I picked this room.
You seriously moved rooms because of the subwoofer?
Oh, well, among other things. I just felt like I could camp out down here and just be all by myself.
Like I've been very considerate with the subwoofer. Like I turned it down to I think 150
Nobody
watts.
else felt he was considerate at all. He keeps the door open and just lets it roll with game sound. He's playing Call of Duty with like open
I don't
speakers,
have the Call of Duty's not even on my subwoofer. It's on this monitor which I'm borrowing for you.
but it's coming out of some sort of sound making device.
The monitor, like this.
That monitor has speakers,
Yes, that's
but it has a
all
volume
is.
button too, right?
Yes.
Why is it
I
coming
turned
out of the monitor when you wear a headset?
What it is, I've had the headset on, and I forgot that I had the monitor sound up because I was playing something.
Every
I did on the
time.
headset.
Right.
He forgot countless times.
He forgets every time.
Yeah,
But
and
he's
it was so loud. And Kitty's like, I can't hear anything. I'm trying to send emails, and there's so much noise. And I'm
She
like,
did not say
I
that.
know. I think he's
Came to
playing
me.
Battlefield 4. It's fucking intense. and in the background, you hear. And Wings going, I'll drop you for my fucking friends list, and like threatening somebody who went negative.
No, that
And
might
it's-
happen, but like he's
Yeah.
overplaying this. Kitty came in that day and he's like, I can't hear. Can you turn the game on? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize the monitor was on. And I turned it down. It's been down ever since.
I don't know about that.
No,
I
that-
just
you
don't-
need-
I
Yeah,
just-
but that was like day 5 after 5 days.
It was. That's totally true. It was no, that was like day 9. Wasn't that yesterday? Actually,
It was the 5th. It was when Call of Duty just came out.
it wasn't long ago. Oh, I don't know. It's much quieter than it was. Though I'm remaining in the blue room downstairs.
Now, is there any good qualities about Mikhail other than my?
Oh, yeah.
my
So,
neat
all right.
sound?
I have a
Yeah,
question.
totally. Some of the good things about having you around. You're very complimentative of my cooking,
Mhm.
which makes me feel good about it because I know it's not that great. Let's see. I do appreciate that. You always say good stuff
I have
about
a
that.
question for Kyle.
Please.
All right. On the show, many times, countless times, we have spoken in praise of Wings of Redemption with regards to how nice he smells. It's kind of a mix between baby powder and Axe body spray or something. I don't know. It's a delightful manly aroma that anyone nearby would be blessed to inhale. Now that you're living with him and working out with him, does he maintain the delightful aroma that he's known for?
During a workout, things go awry.
Okay.
Now, casual wings, the wings who would go out to a restaurant with you or any kind of a social event, would smell lovely. But workout mode wings is a different wing, and he is burning calories, and he is sweating to do so, and he becomes smelly wings. Luckily, though, we constructed a badass motherfucking shower to take care of them. That shower. Do you like the? What have you thought about the shower? I don't think we've had a chance.
I like the shower. And let me tell you let me highlight some of the things I like about the shower. One, it has one setting. You just turn the handle all the way, and you have hot water that's the perfect temperature. There's no fiddling with a hot and cold knob trying to get it just right. You pull it all the way to the left, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. That's a finely tuned shower. I made that happen.
It's finely tuned. It's perfectly tuned. So all I got to do is turn it to the left, go get my clothes. By the time I get my clothes, it's ready to be enjoyed.
There's not enough pressure right now, but I'm working on that.
Love that.
I'm going to add a booster pump. We're going to get 40 pounds coming out of there.
So, and then once you get into the shower, it doesn't. The tile is I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel cold to your feet. You get a warm feeling the entire time in the shower. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, it's ceramic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the same kind of tiles that they use in the space shuttle. Just in case that shower
Wait, the
could survive
re-entry tiles, the one.
that shower could survive re-entry. If you've seen Gravity, if she'd had my shower, saved her a lot of time.
Oh, I wanna see
Totally
that.
could have
Is that
re-entered.
movie still in theaters?
Dude, you gotta go see it. It's #1 in theaters still.
That's a good
All right.
movie, man.
I don't mean
The
to change
only
the topic.
only qualm I
Good
have with the
movie.
shower, only qualm is there's no place to put soap.
We're working on that. We keep forgetting when we go to the store is to get that thing that hangs around the door to put all the stuff in. But I like the idea of you bending down to pick shit up. I think if your world had less things at head level,
Wait,
it
carry
you would be healthier.
When you say you like the idea of him bending, is it the visualization that you
No,
enjoy
no,
so
it's
much?
that he no, not at all, not one bit. But it's the idea that he lives in a world where everything's not super convenient.
I like
I
it when
like
he
it
put the
I like it
string
that even when-
extender on his
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
Well, he's got a
yeah.
remote control at my house, so it's even worse.
There's an actual remote control here.
Yeah, that's a shame. That thing's really cool. Do you know how to work the dimmer?
No.
Yeah, if you just hold the button down, hold the orange button.
I'm holding the button down. There's a red light that's coming on.
Oh, there you
it just
go.
started
Wow.
Ooh.
21st century.
Yeah, get that mood
I
lighting.
only got a 30-second delay on it.
So what do you have, an LED light in there?
Here? No, there's just two regular tungsten lights.
Oh, okay. Because mine's compact fluorescent, and you can't dim those, as far as I know.
It's just two. It's supposed to be three, but I only got two in it right now. And I got the thing you probably heard earlier. Is there's this air filter thing that's in the room.
Is a tungsten light the old school one, like the light they had?
The
for the first
orange
100
one.
years?
The orange one.
Yeah, it's kind of orange. I like it. That's what I've got in the room I'm in right now as well.
Like an
orange?
office light? Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
it's these they're like teardrop shaped bulbs. Not teardrop. They look like giant Christmas bulbs.
It's
I don't
the
know.
ones
They're
with the
pointy.
thing that runs through it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like the old style, like 250 watt, 150 watt.
Yeah.
The
I
one that
like
has a little string that lights up, whatever that
Yes.
thing is, that little filament.
filament.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know
But
what I
anyway.
have? We
Tell
had
us.
mentioned this earlier. Yet again, Painkiller already has discovered the best channel on YouTube. His name
Oh
is...
shit.
Yeah, you wonder how we do it week after week after week.
We've got teams of people scouring YouTube for the best.
They're
And
called the
this
fucking
week,
arts.
we came up with LNIP. He makes Grand Theft Auto videos, Grand Theft Auto 4 videos with mods, the James mod, Superman mod, Hike mod, Tsunami mod, Hulk mod, more. And he also does Grand Theft Auto 5 videos, seems to be a bit of a Grand Theft Auto 5 specialist. Check him out. A link on the right. You will enjoy his stuff.
Oh, so he's doing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 4 mods. Those can get pretty damn cool. I've watched videos of that.
I always see the low friction ones.
Oh yeah, those are funny. But there's some there are people they put visual mods onto Grand Theft Auto 4, which is a game released in 2008, 9,
Something
10.
like that.
Anyway, I'm just giving a 3-year date range. But it looks photorealistic with all of these mods and extra texture packs and all this stuff. It's one of those where it's like at first glance, like the uncanny valley where you look at it, if you look at it, you look away, you think you were just looking at a real picture that somebody took standing in a street in New York. But then you look at it more closer, you're like, oh yeah, that is a video game render, but it's good enough that if you didn't know otherwise, you could look at it for a couple seconds and be like, wow, this is a really cool artistic photo of a street in New York or some major city. So some of that stuff gets really cool with the Grand Theft Auto mods.
I got a new graphics card for my PC.
Please
Which
don't
is
tell me
wrong?
TI. Please.
I know what you
got.
got.
TI.
I did not.
Oh,
I got a Titan.
oh.
And then 2 days later, the 780 Ti comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And
More
as far
CUDA
as,
cores, higher clock speed.
it's faster and cheaper. Son of a bitch.
That's what you were afraid was going to happen. That's exactly what you were afraid was going to happen.
Son of a bitch.
That sucks so
it has
bad.
less RAM, but I can't figure out why I would, need 6 over 3.
I think that has to do with multiple monitor gaming setups, not just running multiple monitors, but gaming on having the game take up 2 or 3 monitors.
I
think
tried to
that's where VRAM
spread my Battlefield 4 across all, because in Battlefield 4, I'm not good like I want to be. I want to be an above average player, just someone you're happy to have on your team, right? I'm not looking to be level cap, although I'd take it. If you were just like, oh yeah, Woody, I'll take him. First half of the kids picked in gym class. Right now, I mean, that's not me. That's not me. And a big part of my problem is spawning in. I tend to be like, oh, this guy's in trouble. I'm gonna help him.
No.
That is
No,
a terrible,
don't do that.
Yeah, I'll go 3 and 15, and I'm like, you know what? 10 of those deaths were just picking the wrong spawn, and that was just bad decision making. So I think I can get much better than I am right now in a hurry, just by improving some decision making. And my aim isn't that bad, and I'm long past the stage where I look at the keyboard to rediscover WASD and stuff, so I can do this all without thinking. But anyway, yeah, I tried to spread it across my 3 monitors, but because they don't match, it didn't work properly. And I understand there's some technical fix with INF files.
Well, there's only one thing to do.
Buy more monitors, right? Yeah.
2 more monitors.
3, right?
No, you've already got one of one kind, so buy 2 to match it.
Yeah, but you just gotta. There's a
Yeah,
new monitor that's
I looked and I saw that right here on Earth there's an even better monitor, so get that. And I get 3 of them, so that's right. But the monitor I really want, I think, comes out first quarter next year. It has the G-Sync stuff, so that there's no frame tearing, and I'll probably get 3 of those next year.
So Woody, when did you become a PC gamer? Because last I remember, you were an Xbox guy.
It's I consider myself an everything guy. I don't know what the world considers me. But I guess I've been evolving over the last year to include more stuff. Pretty much I buy the game for the platform that game is best on. Borderlands is considered best on the PC. COD is considered best on consoles. Assassin's Creed is considered best on consoles. Minecraft is best on PC. So, each of those games, those are the platforms I play them on.
Yeah, okay. It's interesting. It's been a while since I've been around, so I got to get caught up. I mean, I get the email seeing you playing on WoodyCraft, and I'm like, what? When did Woody get into Minecraft?
Dude, I got into Minecraft. So Onslaught got me into it. Dude, so Onslaught well like I do, right?
I didn't know any of you guys were
Yeah.
sellouts like that.
Dude, before I played Minecraft, I hated it, right? I was like, this sucks. Look at this game. Who wants to play this 1980s looking nonsense? And Onslaught's like, I want to play Minecraft. I want to play it with you. Let's go do this. And Onslaught, I keep using this line. If Onslaught was like, Woody, I want to go wait in line at the DMV. Will you come with me? I'd be like, yeah, I'll come with you, Onslaught. You're a great guy. Like it doesn't matter. So I played Minecraft with him, and it was just because Onslaught's awesome, so you spend time with Onslaught. And double homo. Anyway, so so I started playing with him, and he sort of got me going, and told me the very basics: punch a tree, make a crafting table, etc. And then we started playing more and more, and then I don't even know if he plays Minecraft anymore. But if you play that game, you like that game. Everyone who plays that game likes that game. Nearly everybody.
I mean, I gave it a couple hours and I couldn't do it.
Dude.
I had to delete it, completely uninstall that shit. Completely.
Minecraft is so complicated. Like, I never even understood the idea of an open world game, right? It seemed the dumbest thing. I typically like games on rails. Call of Duty gets blasted for, like, you're really supposed to walk down the street. You're not even supposed to walk through the buildings next to the street. On the street, no exceptions. This is the 10 feet that we want you on. Me, I love that. I've always loved that. I've always loved this yellow brick road that takes you on. Minecraft is the first game ever where you choose your own adventure, and I actually like that adventure. Like, I wake up excited about Minecraft. Like, I do it all the time. I play it when people aren't watching. I look forward. I stream it every night, and I look forward to the stream sessions. Like, this is going to be cool. I play it with Colin during the day. I really like Minecraft.
I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be some sort of goal in the game. Like, for me, like, I need some sort of competitive edge.
There is a goal.
What is the goal?
So the variety of Minecraft that I like is this factions plugin. And so you've played survival, right? Where you just sort of survive and build your house and do whatever. Imagine that. But you add this idea of freaking murder and pillage and thieving. Like, that is the variety that I play. So instead of building a nice little log cabin like maybe you've done in the past, you better build your shit out of rock, because I'm coming and I've got cannons and I've got pickaxes and swords, and we're going to come to your place. We're going to bust a hole through the wall. We're going to steal all the shit from your chests, and it's going in my house now. I get rich by making you poor. That's how I play Minecraft. And the sword
that
fighting
sound too bad.
Yeah, the sword fighting that maybe you've seen before. Like, I always thought it was like a click fest, right? Like, you and I walk up to each other, mindlessly do whatever, and then one person dies. No, there's strategies and blocking and MCMMO and experience points and strafing and circle jumping and critical hits. I'm going to assume that you're not good at this, right? Because you don't play a lot. I can give you a diamond sword. I'll take a wood one. I can beat you, and I'm just average, or above average. But if you're a noob, I got you, dude. I got you. It's gonna go my way just because I'm better at blocking, just because I'm better at strafe hitting and jumping and getting critical hits and stuff like that. There is talent involved in these sword fights, and I'm not trying to say that I'm the best. I'm just trying to say that I've discovered that it's so much deeper and there's so much more to it.
Let me ask you a question, Woody.
Yeah.
So if new updates in Minecraft happen and they start shrinking that skill gap, like making the sword fights a little bit more random and making, like, I'm just saying. Just imagine they took Minecraft and did what they did with COD. Like, you're excited right now, and you can see the excitement in your voice of how, because you know how to do this, because you know how to get the critical hits, that you can beat a noob every time, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, I see where you're going. I wouldn't like it. Especially so again, people who are really good at Minecraft are probably watching me saying, "Woody, you're not what you think you are." No, I'm exactly what I think I am. I've advanced to the point where I am now average. Maybe even slightly above average, but I'm not thinking that I'm, I have admins that work at WoodyCraft who can steal my lunch money. But I can go into PvP and work off, 40 kill streaks, which is saying something, that you get a 40 kill streak every now and then. You don't suck. You can do it right. So if they shrunk the skill gap like that, that would change the game dramatically. I think it would bug me. I think that'd be bad. But right now it's good. Colin is good at Minecraft, and there is such a thing as being good. That guy, wins his sword fights. He has good strategy. I almost feel like I'm a bad parent or something, because in my head, I don't vocalize it, but in my head, it's like, oh well, he's not going to be good. He's not going to learn all this stuff. Like, you know, he's disadvantaged in some ways. So like, and then he continually impresses me, you know, with all the things that he's memorized, with all the strategies he's employed, with the skills he's picked up. It's like, this kid's good at video games. It's my boy right there. And no longer do I think of him as some sort of like beginner player or something. The kid's got skills. So it's
let's talk about video games, because like I'm at this impasse. Like it's the 8th of November right now. The PlayStation 4 drops on the 15th.
That's right.
And the Xbox One drops on the 22nd.
Also right.
Right. I'm still unsure which one I want. Like I said, I was going to Xbox One.
Just take that YouTube money and just throw it at.
I'm looking over my other monitor here, and I'm looking at like side-by-side footage and stuff like that, and like I don't know which one I want, and like I'm scared, as personally, that I won't be able to get Xbox One on day one.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And like I've heard rumors that their production is behind schedule. I've heard there's going to be a run on it. And like the PS4 is going to be abundant.
The problem is financial, right?
No, I have the money. I sold my truck. I put $1,000 up in insurance for 6 months. I get like 890 of that back.
Okay.
So I have the money to buy it.
So you're just trying to be, but it's still money based. You're just being smart about it.
And we've got all the money we raise. We're just going to spend that on electronics and stuff.
We're not going to spend none of that on electronics.
Don't forget about booze and hookers. There's other things to spend your money on.
So here's a question, and this is a legit question, okay? What is appropriate to spend that money on?
I would not deem buying Wings a PS4 or Xbox One inappropriate.
No, but see, like I asked Kyle, like, can we get me some high top shoes?
What if he lifts
like,
it
no.
up? What if he consistently uses it as like a weight?
There you go.
So
Does that work?
I have an idea.
Okay.
What if you got the Xbox and some Kinect fitness games and made some videos about it? I bet people would feel
There you
like
go.
their
We're
money
doing
was
that.
well spent.
We're doing that already.
We're way ahead of you.
Okay then.
But we're using the old Kinect.
Well, then now you can buy
We've
them
got
both.
Kinect, and we've got this game
the new
with
Kinect
rabbits.
is even better.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. The new Kinect would be better. I don't know. I don't know if that's would people go along with that, with us buying? Because we did buy a Kinect with the money. I thought that was perfectly
We could do a
fine.
poll right now. If you're okay with that, raise your hand.
Yeah, and I especially.
I can't back this plane. I can't. Like,
I don't even
feel
think
like
you need to
should be
justify
buying
it like
computer
that.
electronics for this money. But like,
Yo, Wings, when did you
I
become
don't
such a
either, quite
nice guy?
because we've already got a Kinect for
I've
the
always
Xbox
been a
360.
nice guy. I just not a nice guy when playing video games that are
This ain't the
competitive.
Wings I remember, man.
Tell it
I remember the Wings yelling at me. You off my motherfucking friends list. You got one more time.
You better get your shit
scary.
straight, son, because there's a motherfucker that's out there that's better than you, waiting his ass to get in there.
I was live streaming Call of Duty Ghosts. Wings brought a friend of his in. He kicked the guy. Why did you kick that guy? Why did you ask him to leave? The guy who couldn't, was it because his like
Oh,
he was on-
Stan? Stan's actually a real life friend of mine.
right? But you like he
He
was
4-25. We're live streaming. I'm like, come on, Stan. We're losing games here. I mean, like, I've lost 11 games in total. 3 of those were with Lefty.
you say that like it's my fault.
It's not your fault. It was
Goddamn right.
Stan's fault. I fixed the problem.
I have a story. I have a story with
Go
Wings.
tell your story,
I
Badge.
remember playing with him one time. So I first met Wings when I was playing Battlefield, Bad Company 2. And that was a long time ago. But we have been friends for, at this point, probably like over a year now. It was a year and a half or something. We've been friends playing games, YouTube buddies. And we're playing, me, him, and like, I forget, a couple other YouTubers as well. We're all playing some domination.
This was PlayStation. This when Bash only had PlayStation.
No, but this was well after that. We were on the Xbox now. We have been friends for like a year and a half now.
Was I there and we bumped in the junkyard that night?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
no.
Different
It was
night.
just me and maybe like one other guy, and Yeah, we just had a bad run, and Wings was just like, "Fuck you guys," and he just deleted us all. he messaged me like a couple days later, he's like, "My bad, man. I just got a little upset." Shit.
No, I didn't. I never added you back.
Oh,
you added me back. You added
don't
me
you
back.
love that
got you on
lefty?
my friends list right
Where
now.
Bash let him out of it, and he's
Now,
like,
now,
"No,
now.
I'm hardcore, motherfucker. I don't apologize. I'm still
No.
pissed at you, Bash.
Bash
I
gave him
still
that
won't be your
safety
friend."
valve. He was like, no, it was cool. You were like, you just came to me the other day.
Wings,
And the next day,
See,
would
I
you-
didn't,
I
I didn't understand the story, so I figured he was going to get a Bad Company 2 story, because I don't remember if I did anything like that Bad Company 2. But I remember deleting the whole friends list. Like I still do that today. If I
Yeah,
give
that
up on
shit
you-
was funny. And I was like, shit. I thought we were past that shit. I was like, his boy, man. I'm like, I'm a commentator now. I thought I fucking earned some stripes. Isn't
Shit, I deleted a guy yesterday
He
for
was like, you
using
out.
a knife in search and rescue on games we won.
God.
Wings was so. I played with Wings for maybe an hour or two, two tops, maybe at least an hour though, and Wings runs his party like a general, and
Tyrant.
most of the time for the better of the party. You know, he immediately recognized when we were up against like a party of 4, and he was like, "All right, this is a full team we're playing. You got to focus. You got to play the objective. Who's gonna be here? Who's gonna be there?" And you know, we won a lot of games. We didn't lose any. What's your win streak right now, Wings?
My win streak was 74, but we lost one the other night, and I'm on a 38 right now.
Yeah. So that's how it goes all night, and it does get confrontational. But I think I have to say, if you want to go on a 70-game win streak, maybe you need an asshole in charge who's willing to kick out the people who can't pull their weight. As long as it's not me.
I rarely kick people out. I rarely kick people out. I didn't even kick Stan out, and Lefty was here. I asked Stan if he could please leave if he couldn't turn his game around.
That's kicking him out.
But then when they say no,
If they
That's
say
when the
no,
other
that's
wings
when I
comes
kicked him out.
Here's something. Wings is just uncouth, you know. He doesn't think about stuff like that sometimes, and it's not that he's being mean. So we were comparing scales the other day, and there were 2 women in the household, and he asked each of them to get on the scale, and he's weighing these women, and you can and I'm just like, oh no, don't weigh the women. You never weigh the women. Like, we could have weighed potatoes, we could have weighed rocks. He wants to weigh some women. That's the worst thing you could do.
Oh.
You might as well like insult their humanity.
By the way, ladies, while we're at it, we're gonna measure your waist too. Let's see what that's all about.
He's like, you don't look like a 6. Come over here. I got a tape measure. Fuck you.
How old are you really?
Yeah. So Wings weighed some women. That was hilarious.
It's like, I don't know. Kyle said I was being an asshole about it. I'm like, I'm not being an asshole.
You weren't
say you were being
trying
really
to
an
be an
asshole.
asshole. It was an asshole moment.
You were trying to weigh women, right?
I was trying to justify the scale's validity.
He was like, "Come here, let's weigh you." And Jan's like, "Oh, I'm so
people that
overweight.
know
I'm
what they
40
weigh,
pounds
they get on the
overweight."
scale, because like you can't tell like a potato, like, hey, it's a potato. What do you weigh?
Jan did not want to be weighed. My
I
housekeeper.
won't ask. No.
She cleans the house.
Okay.
Does she polish up the race car too, or is that just the...
No. Jeremy cleans the race car. Actually, he just cleaned it up the other day. He's got that thing looking nice.
What is the race car?
Oh, I'm sorry, not the race car. I'm talking about the Dune buggy. The race car's that Trans Am I've got that's got a 383 stroker in it.
I don't think I've seen the race car.
It's over at my dad's shop.
I was at your dad's shop. The Doom buggy was in it at the time.
Inside the shop or behind the shop under the covered shelter?
I was in the shop. It was heated. You
Oh, that's
showed me
right.
Your
Yeah.
reloading station.
That's right, because they were working on the. They were tuning the engine up at that point. They
Or
never
there's
did
an
get it tuned.
axle
I had to
issue or
hire
something,
somebody
maybe?
to tune the fucking thing. Anyway, no, I've got a 1995 Trans Am with a big scoop hood, 383 stroker race. It's got one seat in it. It's a race seat, racing slicks, gutted out interior.
What kind of racing? Is it drag racing?
Drag racing. It's an 8th mile car.
Okay then. How fast do you go in an 8th mile?
I don't know. I never raced it. I bought it and then got into other hobbies.
When did you buy it?
When I was about 18,
Oh, okay.
it was I painted some cars and my dad saved up some money and I think I had 3,000. He chipped in 1,500 because he wanted to work on a car, and then we just drove it around the neighborhood and really made the neighbors mad because it's got no exhaust. Of course, it's a race car.
Yeah, that's your father likes cars. He likes building. He likes to have a project car.
Yeah, he's restored 3 cars recently. Like he's gotten into like a thing of doing it, and he's taught my cousin to paint. So they're basically running a paint shop out of there as his hobby time right now. He's having fun doing it. My cousin's making a fucking living doing it.
Nice.
Can I interject? Can we just go back to the
never answered-
buying electronics with the Indiegogo thing?
Yeah,
'Cause
so I
You
don't
never
think we
answered
can.
my Xbox question though. Like, what are you guys feeling? Like, part of me wants to go Xbox One strictly for my gamer score. Part of me wants to go PS4 because I know I like the PS4's controller better. And from screenshots I'm looking, the PS4 looks better. But there's always that level of inconsistency with PS4
Alright, so here's
screenshots
why-
because there's a lot of PS4 fanboys out there that fight vehemently.
Here is why everyone out there who doesn't have an issue with the PlayStation 4 controller should buy a PlayStation 4. Microsoft is looking into selling Xbox off right now.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
true.
saw that today. I read that. They're not looking
Yeah.
into it, but apparently
They're not.
they said that whoever, I don't know who they're going to appoint as their next CEO, but there's one gentleman who, if he is appointed as the CEO, will look into selling Xbox.
Yeah, that's so many steps.
and
removed.
Bing. And
There's
Bing.
one
Okay,
guy
fair enough.
who's applying for a job, and if he got that job, he would consider selling off the Xbox.
But I mean, it's on the news, so clearly he must be a runner, like a
Somebody
a front
thought something
runner
about it.
for,
Yeah, but that's
for
like
this guy
saying
to
Mitt
be
Romney.
CEO.
If Mitt Romney got president, he would already we wouldn't have Obamacare right now.
Mitt didn't lose by
it
that
didn't
badly.
happen. It didn't happen though. But the fact is, that's woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Look at what like I'm a Mitt Romney fanboy or something. Like I just preferred him over the other guy. That's all.
But you just said he didn't lose by much.
He
Oh,
didn't,
you're-
how much did he lose by?
You're just
No,
racist.
It's
be
always
honest.
funny.
You're a racist, Kyle.
As a percentage, he really didn't lose by that much. I'm going to make it up, but it was something like 52-48, you know.
But isn't it always like that though?
Yeah, right? But it seems like the possible swing like
Was
an
it- was impo-
absolute
it was impossible.
crushing is 53-47 and a close one is 50-50. Like no one ever wins 70-30. But
Yeah.
electorally he won about 70-30 if I recall. Like he kicked his
Yeah,
ass.
because of the way the United States counts votes per state, it gets a little weird that way.
Yeah, it is a bit confusing.
And then you don't know what it could have been, right? Like for example, Mitt Romney crushes Obama in Texas and Wyoming and Utah, right? Well, maybe Obama would have closed that gap if it was about popular vote. Maybe he would have gone to Utah and said like, "Hey, this is what I can bring to you guys. This is this is why you should vote for me." But instead, he's like, "Go ahead, take 99% of Utah. I don't give a crap. You know, I'm going to focus
And the
my
same can
efforts
be
on
said for Romney in a place like California where he had no chance. I bet there were some people in California who feel like Mitt Romney best represents their needs and more.
California's closer than people make it out to be.
Yeah, I
And
think-
California's always like 55-45. Like it's too distant for them to win, but you know, it's not Wyoming, you know, where like
true.
70% go Republican. It's
South Carolina. I don't think we've ever had a Democrat win here.
Yeah. No, North Carolina is like crazy Republican extremist right now, but we went for Obama his first term, so it's kind of close. And the fact that Republicans run everything here, it doesn't represent the electorate. You know, as a matter of fact, we had more Democratic votes, but because of the gerrymandering, we have more Republican representatives. And like there are a lot of people in the state who were upset about that. Like they just got rid of any like EPA regulation. They're defunding the schools. They're crazy pro gun, which I kind of like actually. But like all their Tea Party type stuff is happening in my state right now, and it doesn't represent what the people want. Even if you went by straight up votes, but because of the gerrymandering, you know.
So wait, what do you? People voted. People, if they had their druthers in voting, the things in your state would be one way, right?
Right.
If it was a strict 1-to-1, blah blah blah, vote my vote this, my non-vote is a slant against this, but it's not going their way because of other things, right?
Yeah.
Gerrymandering.
So it's
Yeah.
almost like
So lefty
voting doesn't really
understands-
matter all that much.
Oh fuck you. So lefty understands gerrymandering.
Gotcha.
That wasn't.
Sorry. I know.
Grr. For people who don't know what gerrymandering is, if you could slice and dice the locations that people vote, which you can in the U.S., then you can control the representatives. Like, let's say that the population was 50-50 or even 60-40. 60-40, and we'll say they're mostly blue, right? But if I make it so that I slice and dice the representatives for the blue people so that they win like 100% of their vote, and then the red people win 52-48, then we can get a lot more red people. Just take all the Democrats, make them vote for one representative, and then slice up all the other things so that the Republicans barely win. And now we have 90 Republicans voted in and 10 Democrats voted in. Sure, those 10 Democrats got tons and tons of votes, but that's because we made it so that all the people that vote Democrat are in the same district. And then the other races, we just make it 52-48, like a comfortable little lead, and then the Republicans win. And that's what's happened in North Carolina. They sliced it. They got control. They changed all the lines for the voting, and then the Republicans now dominate all our elected officials. And so like every so often we make national news. Is that like we made gay marriage? We have a state constitutional amendment against gay marriage. Gay marriage is not, like the people who live here don't hate gay marriage so much, but because of the way they did the voting, our elected representatives hate gay people, and they made it against the law, and not just against the law, but they made it an amendment. So we need a 2/3 majority if we're ever going to make gay marriage legal in North Carolina.
Do they necessarily hate gay people though? I'm pro gay marriage, but do they necessarily hate gay people?
I'm just going by their voting record.
They're not voting to exterminate gay people. They're voting to
recognize them. They're voting to keep them. So if I'm married to you, Kyle, sweetheart, and you're in the hospital, I have no visitation rights. If you die,
I'm telling you right now,
I have no inheritance rights. If if you're working and I'm not, I have no insurance. We're just not considered married.
I understand. I understand, and that's why I'm very much pro gay marriage. I just don't think that they hate gay people.
I'm just
I think they hate gay people, Kyle.
Well, there's a lot of. I'm sure there are some politicians who legitimately hate gay people and are bigots.
For sure.
But that's not all of them. There are some that object on religious issues, and even in that subsect, there are some that object on religious issues because it makes them, it's a way that they try to deny the feelings that they get when they see a hot fireman sweaty lifting up, barbells and stuff. They're like, oh, I don't like it.
I really
so there's
think more often than people admit, they might say religious. I think they just find the idea icky, and that they find it icky enough that they take a stand against it.
But why does it ever bother anybody what's happening in somebody else's house? I don't give a shit. I find green beans disgusting. I don't give a fuck if my neighbor is cooking green beans. It's not my business.
Those don't smell it.
That's a really good question.
Green beans and just get sick. Green beans are gross as fuck. I can remember my mom cooking green beans and smelling it and getting sick to my stomach. She's like, "Dinner's ready." I'm like, "Fuck you! What you're cooking makes me nauseous." Mom. And then she'd punch me in the nose.
Things white guys say.
Fuck you, Mom! I wouldn't say that to my mother. I think I used the F word once with my mother, and she literally tackled me.
I like green beans.
14-year-old me could not stand up to my 5'4", 130-pound mother.
Have I told this story about the "you hitting me" days is over?
About what?
I haven't heard it.
I'll do my best to make this funny. Right. So my father's father ran away when he was 10 years old, right? So for part of his childhood, my dad had a dad, and then the second half he didn't. My father's mother was a strict disciplinarian, right? She once took my dad and threw him through a wall, through the I guess he just went right between the 2x4s, the joists, and he into the lattice work or whatever, and so she she kept the kids in line, old school, and so she's, she would beat him and stuff. And then there was one time when my dad was about 12 years old. He grabbed both of my grandmother's wrists and said, "Look, I'll talk to you, but the you hitting me days, those are over." And he told that story to my brother and I, and we were inspired. We're like, yeah, that sounds good. The you hitting me days, they're over. And, so sometime when I was around 12, now my mother was a fairly strict disciplinarian too, And she would like grab tools like windshield scrapers for the ice and stuff, and she'd hit me with that, or she'd kick or whatever. And then at one time I was like 12, and I grabbed both her wrists, and I said, "Mom, the you hitting me days, those are over." And she's like, "You think so?" Pow! I hadn't hit puberty like my dad did. the her hitting me days, they had a few more years to go. That shit was not done yet.
That's funny.
No, all right. So yeah, I had the same thing. So
story, not
14-year-old me couldn't do anything with my mom, but I distinctly remember like 16 or 17-year-old me. Like I think I doing the grabbing her wrist things when she came flailing at me, because my mom's a flailer. She likes to get a lot of blows in there quickly. She doesn't care where they go.
She's got
there
the
might be
window.
there might that
It is
that's it. That's it. There's gonna be finger poking, scratching, slapping, hitting. She could use any part of her body as a weapon at any time. It's scary. My mom has her own form of martial arts, and it's violent. And she has a temper. And I don't have that temper. That's the one thing that's interesting to me, because my dad has a ridiculous temper. My mom has a ridiculous temper. My sister, insane. She goes off the handle and like turns red. She stabbed me one time. So all these people go crazy, but I don't have this issue. I always stay really calm and collected no matter what happens, and I believe that I think clearly and stressful situations. I don't know. I don't understand that blind rage thing, throwing stuff and getting pissed. And
Wings, perhaps you could explain it.
yeah, Wings.
I have blind rage issues.
So here's the scenario. It's domination. You're down 150 to 125.
Oh, come on now.
You're losing because Magmar went to take a piss in the middle of the game, and you're on a 99 win streak. He went to take a piss, and you know that if it would have been you, you'd have pissed yourself for that win streak.
No, that piss would have inhaled.
You'd have inhaled that
piss would have
piss.
inhaled.
Yeah, you'd have pissed in your own mouth because you just don't give a fuck. Wouldn't be the first time.
I had to take a really serious shit. Like I'm like
Yeah,
this number
prairie
right here.
dogging.
You just
That's
don't do
disgusting,
it.
man.
You keep playing. You can take that shit in between into the changing of maps. That's what that's there for.
That's true.
There
Once
for.
you hit that fine match, you have made a decision, to commit yourself to the game. You can't leave. You're letting teammates down.
Yes, you're not. This is not a single player game you're playing. You're in a multiplayer game. You sit there and you stick it out and you try and win that thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
I've kicked some of my friends just for doing this exact scenario. He's like, I had to help my mom bring the groceries in. She got two hands.
Oh, my.
You wanted to game and bring groceries in at the same time somehow? Oh, she's got two hands. You want his mom
She
to
got
do
two
it. Oh, I
hands,
see.
and besides, the controller
Yeah.
are wireless. I know for a fact. I used this controller right here to turn my Xbox on from like across the house the other day. It could reach out there to mom's car, hold back groceries, play with the other hand.
So how much longer is the boot camp? Is it 20
I
days?
wanna-
It's about 14 more days.
I'm probably gonna leave about the 26th or 27th. I want to spend Thanksgiving with my family.
Wait a minute, 14 more days. Does
It's going to end on the 27th. It's going to end one day
27.
short.
Okay, so it's more like 19 more days.
okay. Because I was worried that with 14 days left, 25 pounds, another 14 days. That's
Yeah,
that's
we're
not
gonna
easy.
be fine. We've got like it's gonna be a total of like 28 days.
Because
Something like that.
I'll spend Thanksgiving with my family personally.
Actually, it's more than that. No, it's a full month. It's like 31 days. I don't remember the
I
exact
came here on the
numbers
28th. I'm gonna leave on the 27th. That's
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's plenty of time. That's a full month. Yeah, we're gonna hit everything we want to hit.
29 days because last month was a 31
Yeah.
day month.
Wings, how many calories have you had today?
400.
That's hardcore.
That's
Wings
hardcore
didn't give a
right
shit.
there.
Doesn't give a shit. Those weren't even good calories, folks. We don't care.
You look.
I
pretty
told
good for
I told him not to
400.
do this. I told him I said,
You don't look
ideally-
that drained.
huh?
He doesn't look drained. He doesn't look.
No, he's not. He's got
sick.
plenty of energy. He's living off
I'm
fat.
living off fat. I mean, I have this right here is what my energy's coming
Yeah.
from.
He's like a superhero. I told you.
Like theoretically, I don't have to eat for another year. That's not good for you, but theoretically, I could do it.
Yeah, Wings is eating stuff. He's keeping his body chemistry mostly
But I'm
normal.
mainly putting in the stuff that it requires. Like I need potassium because I have been lacking on potassium recently, and I'm starting to get cramps. Like I got a huge cramp earlier. Like, and if you guys go watch the video, episode 4 of the FPS Bootcamp, you'll see. I don't think it was included in the video, but the workout was where I take a medicine ball, 12-pound medicine ball, and I do sit-ups, and I keep throwing it to Jeremy, and he throws it back to me.
Hmm.
That doubled me over in pain because I had the worst stomach cramp.
It was great. And at the end of the video, if you go to episode 4, at the very end of the video, you got to watch the whole thing. You can get him like writhing in pain on the ground and describing what the pain felt like, and it's great. I like when Wings hurts himself or has some kind of like meltdown because those are the really good moments. That's when I want to get like a close up of like beads of sweat like coming down his brow and him being like, I don't know, I just see yellow stars and I hear the theme music from I Love Lucy. I don't know what the fuck. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's what we wanted to happen.
Yeah, but like, my body is craving food. It is like I got a bowl of soup the other day with 2 pieces of garlic bread, and if I would have paid $100
Who
for that
gave
bowl of
you
soup.
bread?
Kitty gave me bread.
You're not supposed to have bread.
I am losing 25 pounds in 11 days. 2 pieces of
I'm
damn
not
garlic
happy
bread.
about this. There's not supposed to be any bread.
Yeah, you
Now,
gotta get
now
rid of
here's
those
the only carbohydrates you're supposed to be getting, besides whatever you find in the salads and your salad dressing, is supposed to be that like all wheat pasta that we've got, or your Fiber One cereal. And I told Wings that ideally he should be doing 7 fucking meals a day, and they should all be like, like 200 to 300 calories, little portions like snacks constantly.
One raisin
That's true.
7 times a day.
Yeah, something like that. So,
That's
and I told him
that's how
that
you get your
5
metabolism.
meals a day would be perfectly acceptable, and I told him that he absolutely had to do 3 meals a day. But I wake
real life
up and I'm
actually
like, "Do you eat
happens.
breakfast?" No. What the fuck? 3 hours just went by. You haven't eaten yet. You need to get your.
Let me go and tell this story. Let me tell this story. Ghost came out recently, so obviously you're putting a little bit more time into the gaming because you got a new game out. You want to learn it. You want to stay ahead of the curve. So I'm putting some late nights up. I'm burning the midnight fuel. I'm going to bed 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock sometimes, and I'm waking up 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in that ballpark. First thing I do when I get up is I go for a walk. First thing, I put clothes on. I go for a walk. I want to get the walk out the way, so when I go to shower, I already have the or I can be smelling good until it's time to start the actual workout. All right. So it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock. I go for a walk. I get back from the walk and I get done with the shower. It's like 12:15, somewhere in that ballpark. Now Jeremy shows up and it's time to start the workout. Haven't had time to eat. Workout lasts usually hour and a half, somewhere 2 hours. It's 3 o'clock and then I take another shower. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. I haven't had nothing to eat. So now it's like, all right, do I eat a bowl of cereal? Is Kyle going to cook something? What do I do at this point? And then that's what it just kind of boils down that way. I mean, it just happened to boil down.
You gotta take responsibility for the meals. You gotta set a timer on your phone, and we'll stop. We'll drop everything so you can eat a bowl of Fiber One cereal, or you can eat a fucking banana. Because I had no idea you had stopped eating. I didn't know that we were out of bananas, and I didn't know you had stopped drinking V8, and you got 2 cramps today because you're not getting enough potassium into your system.
And to me, I understand the importance of eating. I do. But at the same time, it feels good when you look down there and you see 5 pounds are gone.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that Andy went. That's what Andy was doing. He was eating a couple hundred calories a day, and they weren't that nutritious. It was like peanut butter and
He had
rice
rice cakes. Rice cakes are horrible for you. They
Yeah.
just have no calories.
My whole thought process from before this was even a thing, from like back when I was just looking at you like failing at this on your own and being like, why doesn't he do this, and that? It's so simple. Was that you just need to eat less, and your body consumes so many calories that it's going to be insane because you're so big.
15,000, dude. I put the number of calories I consumed yesterday, and people thought I was lying.
So how many calories was the elliptical telling you that you were burning on like a 10-minute stretch before I adjusted it?
50.
So the elliptical was saying that he was burning 50 calories as a 180-pound man because that's what it was set up for. When I adjusted it to 400 because that's as high as it goes, now it's like 167 calories for the same amount of effort. That gives you an idea that everything Wings does probably burns about 3 times as many calories as it would for, someone of that weighed like a normal-ish weight.
Yeah, I'm just imagine like 15,000 calories. I can't even fathom what we're doing to burn that kind of calories. I think my body's just naturally doing it.
Yeah, it is. I can't imagine what you were eating before you came here.
A part of it is probably water, right? You guys look at the weight loss and do the caloric conversion. Part of it could be water too.
Yeah, it could be.
He's drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, but I'm staying hydrated. I'm not dehydrated.
Do you
I
have your
to.
water jug with you right now?
I do, but I emptied it out just a minute ago.
But if he has less salt in his diet, then his body's just going to hold less water.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
I used to eat a lot of sodium.
He's definitely stronger, so I think he's building some muscle.
Like I have to stay hydrated. If I don't, because I have constipation problems. Obviously, I talked about that before.
Do we want to talk about your constipation? Because that's great.
Yeah, we could, but another thing is like every time I wake up, I have this serious case of dry mouth from my body going through the routine when I sleep. I just wake up with a horrible case of dry mouth. First thing I want to do is like fill the bottle up and chug it.
Exactly. I told you to drink more water than you. Always drink more water than you wanted to. That's all you can do when you're working out as much as we are.
Yeah, but the constipation was an issue. Like we even
Yeah, so
called
we're
Joe,
3 days
called
in.
Joe.
This is day 3. Wings has not went number 2. So I'm texting with Joe Lozon, and I'm like, hey, he hasn't pooped yet. It's been a while, and he's like, I wouldn't really worry about it, until you get to like the 3rd day of it, and then maybe you start getting concerned. And I'm like, well, that's the thing, Joe. We are at day 3. Tomorrow's like the 4th day.
It took day 5, dude. I pooped on day 5.
And he's like, ooh, okay, well, maybe this and that. He's like, maybe it's because he's eating less and it's just taking a long time to go through his body. And I'm like, wait, that's like a cartoon version of how bodies work. He's not, just because he's bigger doesn't mean he has like a super highway of like intestines and stuff. No, Joe, that can't be right. He's like, yeah, I guess maybe it's not. I don't fucking know. And I'm like, well, shit, Joe, you were supposed to be the medical advice here. So we just kept making Wings eat tons of fiber, and he drank that.
We started drinking fiber shakes, like weight loss stuff.
And he sent me a text message. I was away, and it simply read, "I'm shitting fire."
Yeah. Because another thing, I showed Kyle my superhuman. Woody has the ability to sleep anywhere. My superhuman ability is to inhale spicy food. And it's incredible. Tell them about my
Wings, why don't you go in there and grab the hot sauce? And it's in the cabinet. Why don't you go back and go demonstrate this? And you can fill up your water jug while you go.
I don't want to take it right now because I don't like to taste the habaneros.
Oh, we get the chipotles then. There's a whole jar of chipotle peppers.
Where are they at?
They're in that corner cabinet with all the spices. It's a small jar.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story before I leave.
Shoot.
Kyle's sets up a little taste test. His own personal concoction of stuff. He has this stuff he likes to put on stuff.
Sriracha sauce.
Sriracha sauce. They're discontinuing it because it's not safe for workers to be in the field to harvest it.
Slave labor hot sauce. Love it.
So it's called sriracha sauce. And then they have this sauce called 100% Pain. And it's a habanero base. And like most hot sauces, it's just a habanero base. So the deal was I would try all 3 and get my reaction. And then I talked Kyle into trying the 100% Pain with me.
Yeah. So let's tell him how you took it. He takes all 3 tablespoons
I do all
of this
3 at the same time.
Back to back to back. And his face got a little pink. I took that 100% Pain stuff and covered like my fingertip with it, maybe that much. And it's like almost like a paste. There's lots of seeds and like bits of stuff in it. And I rubbed it on my tongue to taste it, and it immediately burnt so badly. I spit it out, and I drank like 3 glasses of milk trying to cancel out the pain, and I was fucking crying. Like just tears like running down my face.
He couldn't help it. Like he didn't want to cry, he just cried.
Yeah, my eyes just watering. It was awful. I don't know how he can take that so well, but somehow he can.
I told you how. I've destroyed my taste buds throughout the years.
I don't believe that. That's absurd. You can't destroy your taste buds, man.
He routinely sets his tongue on fire.
Think about when like you drink hot coffee or something, and you burn your or pizza, and you burn your taste buds off. They grow right back.
I don't know. Like you ever heard like a baby's mouth is more sensitive than like an adult's mouth? I think the taste buds wear out over time, and if you abuse certain ones, they eventually get less sensitive to certain things.
Go get those peppers. It's a little glass jar of chipotle peppers.
Where are they at?
It's in that spinny spice rack I have, but it's on the bottom shelf of it. It's a glass
Alright.
jar.
I'll be right back.
And get some water. If you don't tell him to drink, he won't drink. If you don't tell him to eat, he won't eat.
Well, it's your boot camp. It's a
Jesus
boot camp,
Christ,
so
I
he's
didn't
supposed
know. Well, I showed him how to make. I think I've shown him how to make 3 different chicken dishes. Because I like boneless, skinless chicken breast because it's lots of protein and it's lean and it's most part it's good. And you can make it taste like a lot of different things. Like one night it's barbecue, one night it's spicy chicken, one night it's like soy sauce reduction or something. Anyway, I thought he knew how to make that stuff. I assumed that like if I wasn't around, it was just getting done. But apparently, he just stops eating if I don't grab a thing of yogurt and toss it to him.
So Xbox replied to Microsoft replied to the whole selling Xbox thing.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
Bloomberg is the organization that reported on it, said that they were thinking about selling it, and Microsoft said this: "We appreciate Bloomberg's foray into fiction and look forward to future episodes."
That's good.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
So
I don't know. What are you getting, Woody?
both.
Okay. What about Kyle? What do you getting
Both.
anything? All right, Lefty.
I'm gonna get neither. I don't.
Really?
It's just a monetary thing right now, so I need more money. And
But when you have, I mean, ideally, which one do you want to get?
I don't know. I like that the PlayStation 4 has more graphical power,
Mhm.
and if nothing else mattered, I would go with that. But the DRM stuff scares
Oh
me.
yeah. I hope
With
you got
the-
a spoon.
Yeah.
Get a spoon.
The
Let me get
DRM
one.
from the PlayStation.
The whatever it's called. What does the PlayStation 3 have?
Spoon.
It's got a special program that
HDCP.
HDCP. That's what it was. Yeah, I almost said HDMI earlier in my head, and I was like, "That's dumb. Don't say that."
For people who don't know, HDCP is encryption on the signal that leaves the video and audio signal that leaves the PS4, and it makes it so that people who record games have a very difficult time doing it. Like pretty much, the PS4 is stupid. It encrypts everything, whereas the Xbox One is more clever, and it encrypts when you play like Blu-ray movies, but not when you play video games.
Oh, really? So how are commentators supposed to? I didn't think about this. Might have to think back my.
Smash, yeah.
The nicest way to do it, I
Yeah,
think,
you want to say hello?
we were talking. Go ahead, Wings. What were you talking about?
Oh, no. Kitty wanted to say if that was Bash.
Oh yeah, tell Kitty I said hello.
He said hello.
Kitty's my homie, man.
Kitty's awesome.
Yeah, she's cool.
Oh, sorry. Please continue.
Oh, I guess you'd convert the HDMI to a DVI signal, right? Like from a computer monitor, and find some other way to pipe the audio in there. Maybe an optical, like the TOS outlet, the TOS-Link cable.
So as it stands right now, I'm not going to be able to record off my PS4 the same way
You got
I
to
can
plan
record
for
right
it.
now.
Yeah, you got to plan for it. You got to get some sort of HDCP stripper to record your stuff.
Damn, I'm probably just going to do an unboxing then. Sell that bitch. Fuck it. Because I ain't got time for that.
I mean,
That's
they
another-
say they're going to patch it. I just don't know what the timeline on that is.
I'm concerned about that too, Bash. Like, that's another thing that's factoring in. I'm like, I don't know what to buy. Xbox One is
Yeah.
going to be ready out the gate, but the PS4 looks so much better in every game thing I've seen.
Yeah. We'll have to see, man.
And I wonder how far that lasts. I don't know. Here's the deal. Like it's important to remember what the first gen games look like on the current gen, if that makes any sense. Like look at COD 2, right?
Yeah, I think about that now.
COD 2 and Black Ops 2 ran on the same hardware, and those games look night and day difference. To me, Ghosts is a step backwards. But Black Ops 2, COD 2, they were on the same day. You take Grand Theft Auto 5, right? The hardware didn't get any better. They just got a little better at coding for it. The Xbox One is more complicated to code for. You can expect dramatic improvements in the Xbox One. I think the games that come out later this year, 1080p will be the standard. It's just that for launch day titles, they were having a hard time hitting 1080p resolutions on a lot of the Xbox titles. That won't be the case going forward. They'll get better at coding for it. The techniques will become more widely known, and everything will be set. I wonder though, like, are the things that the Xbox does better than the PlayStation going to make up for the things that the PlayStation does better than the Xbox? Like, out of the gate, clearly, it's easier to get games to run well on the PS4. Once people start figuring out how to code to the ESRAM properly, once people figure out how to use the cloud advantage the Xbox One has properly, will they be able to close that gap? I don't know.
Are they able? Like, the PlayStation 3 lost this generation because of the cell processor. Because nobody figured out how to code for it properly.
I think it sold more.
I understand it might have
But
sold
it also
more,
had a
but
Blu-ray player, though. It was at a time it was one of the cheapest Blu-ray players.
It's funny. It's like that. You almost hate to say these things because someone on one side of the aisle or the other is going to hate you for it. I feel like the PS3 may have sold more, but there's more Xbox gamers out there.
Yeah, I think Xbox is the gamer's choice. Like, when it comes down to it, like, personally, when I see, like, PS3 seems more of like a variety machine, like something that anybody who's not really into gaming too much but might pick up a game once a month, the PS3 is a good option for them.
It has a better Netflix client. You don't have to pay for the annual like thing for it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, you could surf the web. Yeah, I mean, it's for casual gamers, really. Well, I mean, I'm not saying there's no hardcore gamers that play it, but I feel like a casual gamer would gravitate towards the PS3 over the Xbox because of those exact perks.
Right. And next gen, a whole new start, and we'll see.
I think games are going to look better.
On what?
On the PS4, like, significantly. I think you're going to notice in textures.
To me, it's almost not the games. Like, they look close enough. Like, Microsoft does this thing where they turn the contrast or sharpness up or something, and it actually looks pretty good. But I want to know which one plays better. Like COD, for example, right? Somehow the connection, the movement, the something, like, everybody who's done a lot of both, even people who are really pro PS3, recognize that it just played better on the Xbox. Whichever one is that one. The situation might be reversed for the next gen, right? It might be like, look, it just plays a little better on the PS4. That's the one that I think I want to be on.
I think my decision is I'm just going to shell out the $1,000 and get them both.
Okay, I'm probably end up doing that too, eventually.
I mean, I'm scared I'm going to make the wrong decision.
See, we can get back because I've always wanted to say, Wings, I wouldn't have a problem, and in fact, I would justify you using some of that Indiegogo money to buy either a PS4 or an Xbox One. Perhaps not both. Maybe that's stretching it a little far. But to me, this Wings Bootcamp isn't just a physical thing. It's not just about you losing weight. This whole thing is meant to help you in so many different facets of your life. It's to set you up for the short term, physically speaking. It's meant to set you up for the long term, physically speaking. But it's also, I think, perhaps not originally an intent, supposed to help you with your business and your YouTube and your drive and giving you a direction and revitalizing your channel.
I hear what you're saying, but let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
If I donated money to a guy that was losing weight, I would not want him to buy electronics with it.
Okay, but what if he bought electronics with it?
I understand what you're saying.
Hear me out, Wings.
Wings is going to spend the money on equipment and things that have to do with his body change.
Right.
Wings, let me do this. Let's say you liked a guy, right? You liked a guy, and you wanted him to turn his life around. He uploaded a video about how he had hit rock bottom, and you were like, man, and then he says, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to reinvent me until I become the me that I aspire to be. And you donated money towards this cause. He starts getting fit. He starts working out. He starts eating right. He sends himself to school so he can learn to be a plumber or an electrician or an accountant. I don't care. Would you be like, whoa, what the fuck is with this education thing?
Because when I donate money, I consider that money gone. I mean, if I say, here's $100, use it with the best of your knowledge. I consider money gone, but that's me. I also know there's a flip side to everything, and like the Indiegogo.
Well, this is interesting because you all seem like it's okay to be a little bit more loose with what we do with the money.
The Indiegogo went bigger than we hoped because we thought it was going to take us like all month to get $2,500. We thought people would, trickle in donations and so forth. and like it blew up. And when it blew up, it got a lot of bad press too. Like I think somebody said that we had like on the Indiegogo like a no-go list or something like that. Somebody talked about where
I
you
heard
know
about
this.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
What
people
is,
who
like,
don't know
what
the
is
whole
that?
story were saying like, "Hey, look at this fundraiser. This fundraiser is not what Indiegogo is. You know, what I declare Indiegogo should be about. Indiegogo should be about entrepreneurs making new widgets, not an entrepreneur
Yeah,
reinventing
and I think
himself."
part of the problem was, that they didn't know that Wings earns his living from the videos that we're making from this. So it really is a video project as much as anything else. It's a weight loss video project. That's literally what the Indiegogo is about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it unreasonable to say that
I don't
this
know.
money isn't just this money that you donated isn't just for things that help Wings in the physical aspect. This money, I don't think it's unreasonable to make the argument you donated this money, and while you don't really have any say as to where it goes to after you donate it, as long as we're not like being shysters and just we're all going to the Bahamas, but this is going to help you, but just not in the way that a lot of people probably misinterpreted the whole thing about. This isn't just a physical thing for you. This is a whole thing for you.
Let me play devil's advocate again.
Okay.
One, PlayStation 4 can only help me in a business sense.
Mm-hmm.
Only help me in a business sense. Because somebody can put the dots together, say, gaming could have been part of my problem for gaining all the weight to begin with, which they would be right. So why purchasing a device that put me on the wrong course with money designed to help me on the right course?
Maybe it could be an incentive for you. You know, you
I
hit all
understand
you
that,
hit all
but-
your benchmarks, your
But
goals,
I'm
and
also
you get,
looking at it this
Wings
way.
makes a really valid point, I think. Like, I thought that was pretty well thought through. But what if you spun it into something else? What if you made some, dance-on videos? What if you made some, I don't know, whatever, cross-country skiing
and-
videos, Connect-based stuff?
what
It
if
all
you ran a
comes down
mile
to-
with it in your hands?
What it all comes down to is this. If it came to the decision that I could get the PlayStation 4, but I'd lose like 2 months of personal trainer time, I wouldn't want to do that.
Okay.
I feel like those 2 months of personal trainer time are more valuable than a PlayStation 4 to me in my overall life.
Okay.
I agree.
But I would also say, in counter to your counter, that if somebody's making that argument, then they could just as easily make the argument that YouTube is what is adding to you gaining weight, and what in essence, in effect, kept you from succeeding in your earlier weight loss efforts. YouTube and all the things that went with that. So then at that point they can make the argument that you shouldn't do YouTube anymore. And if you're not going to listen to the people that make that argument, then I think it's just as reasonable to not listen to the people that say gaming is a result or a factor in your weight gain and weight stagnation.
I don't know. End of the day, I'm the person that has to live with the decision.
Here's
And
what I want to throw in. I'm sorry, Wings. I think you had more to say, but
Go for it.
while I don't line up with your decision not to do it, what's perfectly clear to me is that anyone who donated to it made a good call. You are not taking this lightly. You are not blowing it. You are not just like, splitting hookers with Kyle like I do when I'm down there.
Yeah.
You're taking this investment in you really seriously, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I felt the same way. I've been like, especially when it was like, oh, we got 5,000, we got 6,000, we've got 7, we've got 8, and it was like, what are we gonna do with all this money? What can we do with all this money? Well, I don't want anybody to think we're embezzling this money, and like I don't want them to think this is like a big Ponzi scheme or anything. What can we do with this money? And that's been on my mind since it's happened.
Yeah, see, we've been very critical, much more critical than you. Like we're talking about, like, can I get like high top shoes with this money? Like, even though I might use them in other venues.
I said no to the high top shoes, but in retrospect, that was dumb. Let's get you some fucking shoes. I feel bad now because these guys are like, maybe you could just buy yourself a jacuzzi at home. That'd make you happy, wouldn't it?
No, but
It's like, the reason the high top shoes is like I feel like a high top would be better for me to work out in because of ankle support.
Yeah, I'm
Actually, I
totally
don't think
sorry
that's a
for
thing.
saying no to that.
I mean, I think a lot of basketball players aren't wearing high top shoes anymore because they actually do more to destabilize your ankle and cause more ankle rolls and stuff than
That's
than
true.
previously thought.
That's true. They've proven that it's not really necessary to wear high top shoes to play basketball anymore. So a lot of the shoes you're
What's
seeing
the
now.
purpose of like work boots then? Like work boots have that metal tarsal frame that goes up your ankle.
It's probably to protect your leg from shit that might be flying on the ground. I don't know.
Or they might not just be on the latest tech. I mean, basketball players. I didn't know like the NBA players had shifted away, but they were on high top shoes for 70 years, and you'd think they would figure it out faster than the rest of the world.
I just because like for a while there, I even complained to Kyle about it. Like my right ankle's hurting, and a lot of it's from like taking missteps out there on the walk because I'm walking in the country. I'm not walking on like a concrete path.
Yeah, and that's when I hit him with a stun gun and get him back on pace.
It might help though. It might just be for basketball specific moves.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
That the high top's not necessary. It might help. I mean, it might support you in whatever you're doing. I'm not saying don't get them.
So here's what I want to talk about that we've been doing. So thus far we've put in a lot of costumes and silly stuff. Are you guys enjoying that part of the show that we're putting on here?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's
I think that adds to it, and I like it, and I think people are wanting to know how we're going to continue this, how we're going to continually step up what's going on that's silly. And I think that Wings should do some stunts.
What kind of stunt?
I don't know what kind of stunts. That's why we're all here tonight.
But you don't want to risk injury, though.
Yeah, and then you have to-
We're not
then
going
you
to
have
shoot
to,
him out of a cannon, but let's come up with some Wings of Redemption stunts.
So it turns out that if you buy a starch-based custard and fill some sort of pool with it, maybe an inflatable kiddie pool, and if you hit it hard, it's a solid. If you use softly, it's a liquid. Wings of Redemption could walk on water. It's called a non-Nintodian fluid. I've wanted to make this video myself, but I just never think there's a lot of time and investment in it. You should make 400 gallons of custard and have Wings walk across the water.
How
on
much
it.
would that
Is the
cost?
surface tension really that great?
Yeah, yeah. And he basically he could walk on it, and you kind of like step hard, and you can stay on top of it, and then you stand still and you slowly sink.
So we're gonna need keep in mind we would need probably a $650 swimming pool to make this hardcore.
Well, I'm picturing an inflatable kiddie pool. I think we.
I was picturing going real hardcore with this so that he looked like Jesus, and I was gonna dress him as Jesus.
I was sort of thinking like those $200 pools at Walmart.
Yeah, how big is a Walmart $200 pool?
How much is 500 pounds of this starch? Because I got a swimming pool.
We got to make this happen. It's got to be starch-based custard. I could find you a YouTube video where it's been done.
I think you just add cornstarch, right?
Please
I
find
remember
a video.
something like
I
this
would
in
like to see
science
that.
class.
I would like to see that video.
I think they did it on Mythbusters.
Um,
Ninja episode.
They may have. The person I saw was, what's the funny guy from, is it Richard Hammond from that British driving show, Top Gear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I know the one you're speaking. Yeah, I know him.
He's the shortest one, and he might be the youngest. That was the guy, although it wasn't Top Gear.
So that's a good one. I also want to construct a big slip and slide that maybe he could pull a rope and slide himself across.
We're just talking about like holding onto the truck and like having the truck pull you across the slip and slide.
Yeah, something like that. And next time we tow you behind a vehicle, we're going to be going faster. I was unhappy with the speed at which Jeremy was progressing. I thought he needed to be hauling ass.
Does that mean you could expense the truck through the Indiegogo
Truck.
The truck's paid
fundraiser?
for.
I mean,
The truck is fully paid for.
well, you guys goofed.
We took care of the truck. That's not a problem anymore.
The truck has been paid for about 8 years now.
No, we're talking about the other truck that's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be good. The like Wings Redemption slip and slide. The Wings said something today like, oh, the obstacle course isn't going to happen. But I'm like, it's only been 10 days, man. It's a work in progress. We're going to get the obstacle done. It's one full day of work away from being done.
Could you maybe get a bike and have Wings go over some jumps or something?
No
That
problem with
sounds
bikes.
impossible.
There is a problem with bikes. I would have to have a custom-made bike. Because one thing, I can tell you this right now, a regular banana seat on a bike, there's a nerve that goes under your taint. You know what the taint is? That little
Taint
area
nerve.
between.
Yes, the taint nerve. Yeah,
But there's a nerve there that when you sit on it.
I'm really familiar with the taint nerve.
Who isn't?
The taint nerve.
Hold on a minute. All right, go on.
Well, what it is when you sit on a bike and you're my weight, that there's a nerve right there that gets pressed and it cuts the blood flow off and it makes your balls numb.
Yeah.
And it's bad for you. It can cause
God
blood
damn.
clots and things
That's
like
why they're
that.
so big, isn't it?
Like I would have to have like a bicycle with like a motorcycle seat on it.
Okay.
So how big is a Wings of Redemption nut?
I don't know, man. Thankfully, I was afraid that I was gonna find out at some point. It hasn't happened yet, thankfully. Like he hasn't like slept walked into
Wings,
the
am I right?
living room nude or anything.
Yeah, my nuts are pretty big.
Man's
They're
got
enormous.
They
balls.
probably fill this jar.
He's got. Oh, you've got that. Let's eat those peppers. We
Yeah.
forgot about the peppers. So
While
we
he
put
eats those, Bash, you can watch the video I put in the link in the description.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
I can tell you this right here ain't gonna fuck with me.
All right. So would you show us the label like clearly on the
Label
screen?
is
Those are chipotles. So they're not necessarily super hot, but those are hot peppers.
these are sweet. I can smell sugar in them. Let's see how much sugar this has.
Looks like an Indian tracker all of a sudden.
Like 2 grams of sugar. Oh, it has a sweet smell. It has brown sugar in it.
Have a spoonful.
Is that an acceptable spoonful?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks pretty. That is in fact a spoonful. Mmm. How's that taste?
Like Chipotle's.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Not spicy at all.
Nope.
Why don't you go in there and get that Frank's Red Hot and do some shots of it?
Got shot glass?
Yeah, yeah. There should be a. I'm sure someone on the staff could assist you with a shot glass. I'm totally sure there's one in the cabinet.
Since we know you wouldn't fill it with alcohol, Wings.
Oh,
Oh man!
I have given some serious thought to drugging Wings while he was here. Just doing I don't know what I'd do if I could sneak some alcohol into something and get it to him. Something. If I could just get him messed up. I really think he deserves that. A good drugging.
A good
Maybe some-
drugging.
Yeah, roofie him or something.
Just get some rum and Diet Coke or something, or Coke Zero, just 0 calorie. I mean, that's a lot of sodium.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't
So
know, that
I wanna-
fucker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
He
there was
should
a
be
break.
forced to drink straight moonshine.
Risk his life.
Let's brainstorm on how to prank call for a PS4.
Anybody see the label?
yep,
Yes.
got it.
While
Yeah.
you do that and make those shots of Frank's Red Hot, we'll keep count. We're gonna brainstorm on what kind of PlayStation 4 prank calls to pull on.
I mean, you want me to
Walmarts.
do? I mean, like, I could drink this whole container.
Okay. Let's do 5 shots to start with then. While you do those, we're gonna talk about this GameStop.
Well, I
topic.
linked a GameStop from that's in Inglewood,
There
California.
needs to be an end result here.
So
I just want to see you drink 5 shots of that hot sauce wings. I think everybody would.
we could
Yeah,
go
but
something with
can
a
we do
crime
5
angle,
shots?
maybe.
So what we normally do is we try bribing them.
Mm-hmm.
We've tried
With money and
threatening
sexual favors.
them, and food.
And sexual favors.
And food.
Yeah, money, food, and sexual favors. If they're from GameStop, they're tough nuts to crack.
They are. They're hardcore.
An
An elite squad.
elite squad. How do you get that kind of
A
loyalty?
special forces detachment from the Geek Squad.
They're probably always paranoid that it's like somebody from head office calling just
No-
to fucking test them or some shit.
No presidential oversight over their group. Those guys are hardcore, though. Seriously, yeah. So what else could we do? I feel like threats are almost dangerous to do at this point on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
Yeah, I mean, you could like sort of be suggestive about something, but you can't outright be like, "I'm gonna fucking come and get you." Can't do that shit anymore.
Like the
Those days
guy
are
in the
gone.
Walgreens parking lot.
Yeah, like that.
You guys remember that?
So what else could we do? Could we offer to trade them something? Like what would be an odd item to like barter? What would be a way to barter with them?
Would antique stack of Playboys for a
I like
PS4?
Do you have an antique stack of Playboys?
On the internet, I do.
What about sexual favors
all
from
do.
like a girlfriend? I think that's one. I don't think we've done that. Why don't we offer?
We
them
did
a
do that.
girlfriend?
We had Kelly try to give a GameStop
Oh,
employee
wow.
anal sex.
Yeah, but I want you to offer your girlfriend. That's different.
I don't have a girlfriend.
I know it's a fictional fucking girlfriend. Please. That's the best part about prank phone calls.
Yo,
So-
Wings is working, man. He's really getting that fucking shot glass right.
He's doing those shots of hot sauce, man. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't.
What?
He really can.
How is that
just take it-
physically possible?
I don't know. It's
What's wrong
weird.
with this guy? Is he? I don't know, man. You gotta look into what's happening in his stomach, man. This shit might be going fucking
That's the land of
crazy.
no return.
The land
rather-
of
like-
crazy.
Like, do you know what he's gonna do to your toilet later?
You know, I literally said the other day. I think my version of hell would be Wing's stomach, like back when he was eating shitty food. Just like in like being a midget inside of Wing's stomach, just in there, and that was your only source.
What are you talking about now?
Living inside your body like a tiny midget man.
Why?
And
Because of this? I mean, that Chipotle's ain't shit, son. I could
No,
drink
not
it.
at all because of that. Just all right. So have you've been doing your
Finally
shots
doesn't
over there?
About to start my first one. This is a full shot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a full shot of Frank's Red Hot. That's tasty. So I'm not sure what else we can do. What if we offered them?
I'm shocked.
What if
Have you
we
have
offered them,
have we ever pretended to be corporate like officials?
What if we
Yeah.
told them that we would sign up
Yeah.
for a rewards card?
I
They
like
always
that
want
idea.
Why don't we pretend to be corporate officials and say we have a nephew who lives in the neighborhood, and he's gonna be coming by to pick up an early copy of the PS4. And we gotta. Make
Who
sure
are we
that
gonna
gets
be
done.
though? Because you got to do a little. You got to be somebody. This guy
Regional assistant to the assistant to the regional manager, maybe.
That's perfect.
No, you're
why
the
don't you say
secretary,
this?
The assistant to the regional manager. He's going to be down to inspect your stock, and we're going to expect to roll away with one
Well,
just
Kyle,
for
I don't want
quality
to do
assurance
5
purposes.
things of these because it's got 120 milligrams of sodium per
Okay, we'll just
tablespoon.
okay. No more shots of hot sauce then. Is there any way that we could discover who the manager of a store was? Then
Well,
we could call ahead and we could ask for the manager by name, and we could say, "Hey, hi, this is."
What we can do is have somebody call and ask for the manager and get his name, and then call them back as somebody else.
It seems awfully suspicious.
Yeah, suspicious. Yeah.
But wait, if it's big enough like Target, yeah, we could just. I think it's a fun idea. We could call the first person, get the manager's name, call again, ask to be transferred to electronics. We're good to go.
All right, make it happen.
All right.
By the way- Frank's ain't shit.
So who's doing the talking? Kyle?
I suck at talking.
In
I'll
my
stumble over
history,
this.
in my PK history, Kyle has always been the best.
I'll
Talker.
do it if.
All right. So on my screen, it's going to go black for a second. That's intentional. So let's see.
You made it sound like a bad thing for the screen to go black. Woody, what's your problem?
Yeah, what do you have? What's your problem with black? Woody?
It's actually white. It's totally white. I said black because I thought when I removed, but it's
Lefty
a white
like that.
background.
Oh God!
Yeah.
There we go.
They changed this thing. Oh, here it is. Add telephone. Okay. I'll be quiet.
Is this Walmart?
Target.
Thank you for calling the LA Central City Target Store. Para continuar en español, oprima el siete. Our store business hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday from 8 a.m. to
They're open.
9 p.m. Sunday from 8
totally showed the
a.m.
number.
to 9 p.m. It's located on the southwest corner of 7th and Figueroa.
In
For
case
the
you guys want to
pharmacy,
head on
press
down.
1. For electronics, press 4. To speak to the store operator, please wait or press 0.
Operator.
Wait.
Please stay on the
wait,
line while
call
your
back
call is
first.
transferred to the operator.
School.
Thank you for calling LA Central. This is Anthony. Can I be fine to me?
Hi, no, I was just calling. I was in there the other day. I was wondering, what's the store's manager's name?
Simone.
Simone. Is she on duty tonight?
She is.
Okay, thank you. I was just, it's a long story. Thanks. All right,
So
Simone.
that's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to call back, press 4, which goes to electronics, and then we're going to drop Simone's name.
Okay.
Well, the only issue I'm seeing right now is that Simone's actually in the building.
It's
Ah,
it's okay.
whatever.
Better if Simone was there, right? Because
I mean,
It's okay. So we're gonna pose as, Simone told me to get in touch with you that you would hook this up. If they give us any shit, they're gonna go get Simone. Then we get Simone and we flip Just I got this.
I have faith.
Thank you for calling the LA Central City Target Store. Para continuar en español, oprima el siete.
Press
4, right, for electronics?
Our store business hours
Yeah.
are
If they need to
Monday
press 4
through
now,
Friday,
it'll
7 a.m.
work.
Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to electronics.
It's not in Spanish.
Electronics, can I help you find something?
Hi, Simone told me to call you. You're in electronics, right?
Correct.
Okay, so here's the deal. Do you guys have the new PlayStation 4 game systems in?
No, they haven't even come out yet.
I know, but do you have them in the back? Like, have they come to the store yet?
Nope.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, look. Here's what I'd like to do. Simone told me to call in there, and somebody in electronics would take care of me. They said as soon as the PlayStation 4s got delivered to the store, that we could arrange something so I could come in and pick one up early.
I'm not sure on that. Let me go ahead and talk to Simone, because Simone, I believe she's still in the store.
Okay, yeah, and I think she is working tonight.
All right, just I'm gonna put you on hold. Don't hang up.
Okay, my name's Don Trail.
Okay.
Don Trail?
Don Trail? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was a first and last name. Don Trail. All right.
Oh, yeah, it is. I like that better. No, it's Don Trail.
Don Troll, yeah. That was too much.
So the shit's about to hit the fan. Greatest enemy is speakerphone.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, so I just talked to Simone, and she said she didn't approve that.
Well, did you tell her that Don Trail was calling?
Yeah.
Oh, she can't do me like this. So here's the deal. So I've got a son, okay, and I've been seeing Simone, on the side a little bit, and she got to know my little son, and she told him that she would take care of this for him. She would get him a PlayStation 4, and I can't afford it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take that with her.
Well,
that's
this
what she
is
said.
ridiculous. She won't answer my calls now, and she's told my little boy she was going to hook him up. And he's sitting there crying. He's in the other room crying right now, saying, Daddy, why can't I have it? Simone said I could have it. Mama Simone said I have it. I'm like, little man, you can't be calling that woman mama. She ain't your mama. Your mama ain't coming back. I don't know what to say, that little boy. I don't know what to say. I don't feel like a man. I don't feel like a man. I don't like that. And Simone done that to me.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have no idea what the situation is.
Would you do a man that way? Would you do somebody that way to that child?
No, but the only solution to
Nobody
that
would they? Would they? You know Simone be honest, Simone's a bad woman, isn't she? Gotcha!
That was good, man.
Oh, well done.
Shit was good.
That's beautiful.
I was so worried it was going to be
The way
the
you
same
threw
thing.
Simone under the bus. He just aired her dirty laundry. That
She
doesn't
thinks
exist.
Simone
Oh,
is the dirtiest motherfucker right now. She will never think the same of Simone.
Oh man.
Neither
At
will I.
first,
Bitch.
that was a good one. That
was awesome.
I was hoping Simone was going to get on because I was totally going to flip the script on the employee. I was going to be like, no. The way your name came up, ma'am, was I asked her who the manager was. She replied Simone, and I said, get Simone because I'm tired of what you're saying right now. I asked her if I could have a PlayStation 4. She told me they weren't out yet, and I was okay with that. And she said for an extra $75, she would get me one early. That's what's occurred here, ma'am.
That
And
would
I
have been
didn't-
good.
Yeah.
That would have been real good.
Let's give that a go. We're going to try and make that happen.
I mean, all we need is for the manager to actually get on the phone.
So the other numbers we have a Walmart. I'll call that.
I don't want to get anybody fired though. I'd feel shitty about that, especially for the holiday season.
That's not gonna happen.
Do you want more big box stores like that?
Yeah, we'll call back later. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will call and straighten out and be like, and tell them we were prank calling them.
Okay, are you ready, Kyle?
Sure.
Do you want the same thing, operator?
Thank you. Walmart.
I'll handle it. Oh, come on, I got a new bit.
Thank you for calling Rocksmart, where we save people money, so you can live better. This is Darlene speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, is this Walmart?
Yes, I say it kind of
Okay.
fast.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my name is AJ. I'm calling from the corporate office in Arkansas. I'm reprogramming our phone system, and I've got all the store's numbers, but I've got my information mixed up. Is the manager there Bob Larkin?
No. Bob Larkin, I have not heard that name before.
I'm sorry. Who's your general manager there? I've got all my numbers and names mixed up here in front of me.
General manager? You
Yes,
mean like the...
Yeah, the general manager of the store.
Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm going to direct you up to manager better. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold. Do not hang up. It's very quiet, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I don't know what I'm going to do with these fucking
Don't
numbers.
you get a little nervous when they're like sending you up the ranks? Like, I don't want to be sent to the principal's office.
No, I want that person. That person likes getting shit done.
Hello, Assistant Manager Lizzie. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is AJ. I'm calling from the corporate office in Arkansas, and so I'm reprogramming the phone system tonight, and I made a really big error. And what I was telling the lady I just spoke to, what I have is I have all the store information except for the general manager. And I was asking her, because what my information says, the GM there is Bob Larkin, and I was trying to confirm that. And she said that name was incorrect, and I was trying to find out who the GM there was.
My store manager?
Yes, ma'am.
His name is B. Kim.
What's the first name? I'm writing this down. I'm trying to match up all these names and numbers.
It's B.E. That's his first name. B.
Uh-huh.
And his last name is Kim. K-I-M.
Okay, yes, Mr. Kim. Okay, I see that right here. And your store, what's your store number? I'm sorry.
2032.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you very much. All the information's right. Okay,
You're welcome.
it all comes together now. 2032. That's it. That's right. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Have a nice one.
So we know their manager and we know their store number now.
Yes, we do, you social engineer bastard.
The only problem is, who are we going to get in touch with when we get there? Now, if we ask for B, I'm just worried he's not working late. I think we're going to get that lady again. So I think our best bet is either to go to electronics and then ask if Mr. Kim is there, and if he's not, then it's to hassle electronics with the same
I
setup.
have another idea. We could call. I could ask to be transferred to electronics, and you could take it over from there.
Perfect. I love it.
All right.
Thank you for calling Walmart. Thank you for calling Rocksmart. We save people money, so you can live better. This is Darlene speaking. How may I help you?
Hey, Darlene, can you transfer me to electronics?
Okay, one moment.
Thanks. Walmart. Every year, same thing.
You should complain about the wait time. And she was just by the phone.
It's 7:30 there.
By the time they pick up, the PS4 will be out.
Like you figure they'd have people there, considering it's 7:30.
Friday night.
Okay, you came back to the operator. I'm going to try it again. You'll hear a little pause. This is for electronics, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I like it better when they have music. I think we're gonna have.
Wow, really?
Just call back and pretend to be like, yeah, this was corporate. I was testing. There's nobody answering electronics at 7:30 on a Friday.
How can this be? This call's been 3 minutes and 10 seconds of this.
He's back there playing PlayStation 4. Bastard.
Okay, nobody's answering there, so I'm going to try Connection Center, which is a neighbor. You'll hear a little pause in between because I'm redirecting you. Okay?
Thanks. Hmm.
This is insane.
Walmart.
What should Walmart's slogan really be? Shop happy, no one's here.
This is ridiculous.
Hmm.
Can I call back as Don Trell, a HR from Walmart? Ask for ask the manager if I should get Mr. Kim and ask him why there's nobody answering.
So, should we keep trying?
I think we gotta kill this one. I think we gotta go to a new number and start over.
I really want to call this person, talk to that manager, be like, why the fuck is there nobody answering?
The thing is, for those of you who haven't seen some of our prank calls in the past, that is something that happens a lot to us. It really does. It'll just ring and ring and ring. And I don't get it, especially at Walmart, because you can hear those fucking phones forever. They're just ignoring it.
New number? We have one?
Yes.
Target or GameStop?
GameStops would be something different.
Just double checking for typos, and we should be good.
You want to get this one?
Oh, no.
Anyone else?
I suck at prank calls. There's no use for me even doing one.
Okay.
I'm working on a bit for that last Walmart store that we called, so we can call back in a couple minutes.
When is it supposed to come out?
15th.
Yeah. Cool.
week from today.
Is it ringing?
Yes. Oh, you can't hear it? For me,
No.
it's really loud.
Enter your remote access code.
1, 2, 3. Did you just like break into like the top secret GameStop that has the PS4s? Hello? I hear myself.
I've like quadruple checked this number. I typed it right. All right then.
Is
What
this
was
like
that?
the beginning
Was
of
that-
War Games?
Was that like a government GameStop?
So there's
remote
a
access code.
Government GameStop.
there's
Okay,
a
I'm like giving away phone numbers here. That's not what I want.
there's a Target in Fresno I see there.
Yeah, I put 2 in there because I figured maybe you could call like one and tell them that the other one said that start like a little war. I don't know. Fresno, California.
Store number 2 says you guys are bitches.
Northside Fresno for life, motherfucker.
They said your sale quotas are shit. What, you can't move the blenders? Fat. Yeah, that would be.
So should we call another GameStop? Kyle,
What
do
if we connected those 2 targets and rolled the dice on that magical scenario that never goes right?
We can't even connect one.
I wish we had the ability to like call one and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Could I put you on hold for 1 moment? I'm terribly sorry. My son's just, drowning or whatever." And then put him on hold and then wait for the other one to answer and be like, "Oh," and then let him through. Let the other one through as soon as the other one answers. If you could do that so that there's not like one of them answering 10 seconds prior to the other, then it would be hilarious. That's the dream prank phone call, in my opinion. And especially when you jump in the middle of it, like halfway through, and you're like, "All right, guys, tone it down a little." And they're like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I'm the referee.
I'm the target master.
Are you ready for another GameStop?
I am. What's that reward card they always want you to sign up for, Wayne?
Power up.
Power up.
Power up?
Mm-hmm. They signed me up without me saying I want to be signed up. He goes, "What's your name? What's your email address?" Like, "Here's your power up reward card." I'm like, "I don't want this."
What the?
God damn.
Is it possible, Lefty, that you've been writing down everyone's fax number?
They still use faxes?
Yeah, man. A lot of people still use faxes.
No, these are phone numbers. These are the phone numbers listed
Well, that's
on
how
the.
faxes work too.
Well, right, but these are the phone number. Like, they give the address and then under it the phone number. There's no separate phone number listed. There's no differentiation between.
I don't know why that's happening.
Odd. Go Waffle House. I'll see if I can talk a Waffle House cook into stealing one for us. Those guys are a dangerous bunch. Waffle House cook. I'm telling you what, a Waffle House cook is a cool motherfucker. If you ever go to a Waffle House, don't talk to the waitress. Talk to that guy back there with that mustache who's making those eggs. Those guys are interesting as fuck.
I think we would get more successful like a convenience store worker.
To do what?
Steal a PlayStation 4.
Oh, God. Oh, I was joking.
The Waffle House website is curiously bad. This is like 1995 stuff right here.
I got to see this.
You know what it might be? Some of them might be closed. Because it looks
Waffle
like
House
they.
open 24 hours.
Oh no! I'm talking about the GameStops because some of them apparently close at like 7 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. I didn't know that. That's what it might be. So you're getting the voicemail of something.
I don't know how to find your local Waffle House.
My local one?
Bro, all you gotta do is type Waffle House and then type the city.
Restaurant locator. It's right in front of me.
I like how this website is dominated by their Facebook like page, like 33% of it.
Hi, Kyle. Waffle House coming up.
Uh-oh, it looks as though Infinity Ward has a broadcaster mode working on COD Ghosts. And MLG
Already
rules.
working?
And competitive rules, yeah. They just tweeted this Vine. Here, I'll link you.
What's with them and Vine?
Really?
Welcome to Waffle House. We don't answer the fucking phone.
Waffle House Apex, can you hold, please?
Sure.
Nice.
I feel bad now. It sounds busy.
Dude, it's breakfast at 11:40 at night. They're not busy.
They didn't even put you on hold.
On a Friday night, they're drinking.
I know that they're
They didn't even put you on hold. They just put the phone down.
I know that's Waffle House hold.
That's Waffle House version. I feel bad about this. I kind of want to abort.
No, no.
They're super busy. I don't know if we want to
Stay the course. Stay the course.
Stay the course. Get the cook.
I can hear you guys. What can I get for you?
We want to talk to the cook. We've got a very serious order.
Well, you can talk to me.
We need to talk to the man. We need to talk to somebody who's swinging about 8 inches and knows what they're doing with a spatula.
You
We've
can
got an
talk to
order.
me.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that you were that kind of lady.
Well, be surprised in the things you can find out.
You ever seen 8 inches of power before?
Is this what we're going to do tonight, or do you guys want to place an order?
Kind of want to do both now, to be honest. Dash, what do you want?
I want some sausage, but I really want that 8-inch sausage from that cook. If we can get him on the line, please.
I think we all speak up, guys. Do we all not want to?
I'd like some beef curtains if possible.
I'd like some bacon with an 8-inch pancake.
She wasn't gonna give us the cook. She was hardcore.
I think she's still here. No?
I think she is too. We need to talk to the cook though. I don't know why she won't take us seriously. I really need like 4 pecan waffles.
I was really about to place an order. I'm like on the eggs
4
with
hash browns.
We're starving.
Dude, I would love some. So since wings has been on the diet, I kind of got all the food out of the house. So I myself am on a diet, and I don't want to eat wings food most of the time. So I've lost 6 pounds since this has started.
Is there a lock on the fridge?
No.
Oh, okay.
There was for a little bit, but no. He doesn't go up there. Like when he does, I see what he snacks on. It's carrots with vinaigrette on them.
All right, that'll do.
But what I really want to know is who says please hold and then just keeps the phone by their ear.
I liked her.
Yeah, just hang on.
Kyle's like, I need someone who's swinging 8 inches, and she's like, "Is this what we're gonna do tonight?" And suddenly she's down. He's like, "You'd be surprised." There's no virgins at Waffle House.
No, there aren't. They're an interesting folk. There was one time when my sleep schedule was really messed up, and I was waking up literally at like 3 a.m. And I'm hungry, and I don't want some crappy food at 3 a.m. I don't want 3 a.m. food, so it's Waffle House time, and I'd go in there and I'd usually get it to go, but I ended up hanging out with his waitresses and the cook like every night for like a month, I guess. They're interesting people at Walmart. And the other people who would stroll in at like 3 a.m., real freak show. What's the most fucked up thing you've ever seen at Walmart, Wings?
At Walmart?
Yeah.
The one at Toccoa?
Tell me what you saw there.
Oh my god, dude. Toccoa does not have any good-looking people in it at all. The town of Toccoa, Georgia, is where they've like truffled or herded all the cows in Cape Buffalo in the entire United States. I mean, I was walking with Jeremy, we were shopping, and like I'm looking around and like I was like, I wonder if there's any pretty girls here. So I start mentally noting all the girls that I walk by, and every one of them are like 44, and like didn't take good care of themselves at all through their entire life. I mean, like they're so ugly.
Keep in mind, this is the middle of the day on a Wednesday at
Middle of day of
Walmart.
Wednesday. They're so ugly that there was never a chance they were good looking. Like, some people, time gets to them, you're like, oh, I could see how they could have been good looking back in the day. Like, you can see like pictures of them from the 50s. No. These people were butt ugly from high school.
I don't know about that. So I was telling about like a freaky incident, and to speak up for the people of Toccoa, I know there are some good-looking women in Toccoa. There are. I think that you were just at peak ugly people hour in Toccoa. However, I was once in a town in West Virginia, up in the mountains, and myself and the two others with me all noted that we literally couldn't find a woman that we would found attractive in the town, and we went to 4 different stores.
Let me tell you something.
But the weirdest thing I've seen at Walmart, baby diaper in the parking lot, dirty diaper in the fucking parking lot, almost stepped in it. Also saw a kid taking a shit out by the park benches next to the Walmart. That was a great day.
So Kyle, I was with you, and we were at a Walmart outside of Chicago.
Oh God.
Ooh, I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll go right
What
back.
did you do?
This icon here, this top center one, is the Swift key icon.
Yes.
We saw a woman whose hair matched the Swift key icon. Do you remember her?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It may be
doesn't
hard to tell
show
from the
very
camera,
well.
but
It's
it's like
purple and green.
fluorescent.
And it's bright, and it goes in crazy waves or something. And she had the Swift key haircut.
Yeah, and I just had gotten the Swift Key app, and I was making a big deal out of it because it really is. Especially if you've got an Android, get the Swift Key app.
Oh my God,
badass.
it's one of the best parts about
the
Android.
best app. Yeah.
I can tell you,
Google has that app though. Like they have it inherently.
I'll tell you the worst thing I've seen at Walmart, but my worst thing isn't something weird. Like I take mental note of different things. I seen this gorgeous girl, by my standards, gorgeous girl, and she's with this redneck. And the redneck obviously doesn't have a job. He's one of those guys that kind of keeps his head hanging low. But he doesn't really have a whole lot of self-esteem. And he pops up Coleman lanterns and a pack and 2 or 3 packs of bullets, and she's buying it for him. And then he's talking bad to her, like he's talking down to her. I'm looking at it. I'm like, you got this gorgeous girl, and you're making her buy your Coleman lantern and your fucking rifle bullets while you're degrading her. Like, oh man, I just wanted to grab him and just punch him. I did.
Have I ever told the story of when the man was going to stab my father in the Walmart because he thought he was someone else?
No.
Have I told the story, Woody?
No, you haven't.
My dad gets in a confrontation with a guy who mistook my dad for another man from his past and was about to stab him.
I think you have told this story.
Okay, so...
But it's okay. I tell stories multiple times.
So my dad's in Walmart, and he notices this guy's kind of eyeballing. This is many years ago. This is 10, 12 years ago. This guy's eyeballing him at Walmart. And Dad doesn't really think anything of it. He continues, doing his shopping or whatever. And the guy's eyeballing him more. He just kind of follows him to the next aisle. And the guy starts approaching him. And my dad says, he's thinking to himself, I think this guy's about to, attack me. And he starts looking around, in his vicinity for anything that might make a good melee weapon. And he looks and he's like, I'm in the department with all the towels and washcloths and loofahs and shit. There's literally sponges over here to my right, and there's no way I can defend myself with any of this stuff. So I just face him down and I said, hey, what's up? And he says, hey, are you Bill Anderson? And he's like, no, my name is so and so. He tells him his name. And he says, well, okay, I'm sorry. He says, I was about to gut you alive. And my dad
must have done some fucked up
and
shit.
my dad says, "What? What are you talking about?" And he shows my dad this curved hunting knife. And he's like, "I've been looking for Bill Anderson for the last 15 years, and when I find him, I'm gonna gut him alive for what he did to me and my family. You look a lot like him, but I'm glad to see you're not him. You have a nice night, sir."
Wow.
I'd be hitting that motherfucker with a shower curtain or something. It'd ride right there on that aisle.
Just so you guys know, if your name's Bill Anderson, you watch your fucking ass.
He's probably dead by now, Bill Anderson. We found him.
Look at the papers. Was a Bill Anderson ever gutted? My dad met that guy. Walmart is the home of just some weird shit. It's low prices and it attracts everyone. They've just got everything, so you end up mixing with a weird bunch of people, especially late at night. So if you've ever had a fucked up sleep schedule, you go in there.
Oh, you remember the guy buying the TV when we bought Black Ghost?
Remind me.
Remember we were standing in line, and they had a kid, obviously, who couldn't get his damn card, to read. And there was this guy, he was, like, jittering like he was a crackhead.
Oh,
buy
yeah.
a 50-inch TV, and, like, he was trying to get ahead of everybody in line to do it.
Yeah, we there was a very long line. Wings got recognized at the Walmart. That was cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not as bad as Kyle makes it out to be. Most people are...
No, I mean, the guy was like, hey, are you Wings Redemption? He was like, yeah, I am. That was it.
Was he a big fan? What else did he say?
I don't know. He had a channel of his own.
He pulled out a knife. He's like, I've been looking for Wings
He's
of
like,
Redemption.
So I heard you don't like cops.
I come here to gut you alive.
I don't know if that boy... I don't know if you seen my boxing video. I got a pretty mean cross.
We've had a good time with the punching bag. So here's the thing. I went and got some headgear and another set of boxing gloves and some mouth guards, but Wings isn't up for the boxing. He says that he's had a past head injury, and we don't want to aggravate that. So I wanted Wings to
what
box
was your head
Jeremy.
injury, Wings?
My brother, you see right here? My brother
Uh-huh.
cracked my skull with a bat when I was about 6. Like he was batting, he swung at the ball, and he let the bat go off his hand and popped me right in the head.
That sounds like a normal childhood, though. Like, I got a bunch of those.
Yeah,
But I remember the pain vividly, and I don't want to get hit again.
But did you have to go to the hospital?
Yeah, I did. I cracked my fucking skull.
What did they do?
They had to take a piece out because of brain swelling.
They took a piece of your skull out?
That's pretty serious, bro. God damn.
Did they replace it with something else?
Yeah, well, eventually they put it back.
They put the piece of skull back.
Yeah.
So they just hold it? They just like hold that piece of skull somewhere for you and tell you to come back in like 3 weeks?
No, when you get better, when the brain swelling goes down.
How long did that take?
How long did that take?
I was 6. Ask my mother.
Shit, we gotta get your mother on.
Indeed. What's her number?
Yeah, but I really damaged my head back then. I don't want to re-aggravate it.
I boxed with Jeremy, and I was very happy with the outcome. I whipped Jeremy's ass.
Get out,
Yeah,
really?
because Jeremy was nice enough not to body shot you.
Oh my god. Jeremy wasn't even close to me. I was tapping him in the forehead over and over. I popped him in the nose and he
I told
quit.
Jeremy what I would do if I was you. I'd get you in the ass corner because you kept backing up towards it.
Well, if you would like to put on the headgear.
Here, Jeremy, here's what you got to do. You got to get behind him and get him in a chokehold. And then when the fight starts...
You'll be in a good position. And this is where you pull out your switchblade. Twice under the third rib, he's done.
So you get your mag light full of D batteries. You just beat on him.
I'm making fun of my fighting tactics. They work.
You know what the funniest part is? When the first thing I noticed when I looked in Wing's truck is the fucking mag light stuck between the seat and stuck between the seats, like in a ready position. Like,
Is it a holster there?
I walked by his door, 1911 on the dresser. I'm just like, I'm sleeping very soundly, knowing that when Wings of Redemption wakes up and sees that the floor is like crawling zombies because he only had 400 calories today, and he fires through the floor, that it's me down here taking shrapnel.
It would ricochet before it went to the floor.
Oh God.
But I don't. You think I've never woke up and shot anything, Kyle?
It could happen. You could all of a sudden
The
go
first
on
time
some-
for everything, man.
Yeah, you could imagine that it's Nazi zombies or something.
He has a psychotic episode.
Yeah.
I
Dreaming
like to
about
be
Call of
ready.
Duty
I like
next
to
thing you know.
like. I've never been a good fighter. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a good fighter. I'm not gonna pretend I know how to throw a punch. But I like to be able to protect myself. Be it mag light in the truck, be it handgun concealed under the seat, be it handgun on the side dresser here. I want to be ready to be able to defend myself.
Show him the 1911. Show him the Rock Army. The Rock. What is it? Rock Armory?
Oh,
Armory, right?
Yeah. Rock. Something rock.
For some reason, I can't get video on the main screen of Google Hangouts anymore.
Oh, I hope we don't need the backup.
It just stopped.
Mine's been delayed all night long. Like, it's not me,
Yeah.
Google Hangouts, just the lip.
it is a real gun. It's not a fake one.
Yeah, show him the bullets, Wings.
Yeah.
Is there
Put one in the chamber. Yeah, put one in the chamber.
Is there one in the chamber? Now there
Is
is.
now.
Now there is. Now, step number 3. You ready for this one? This is the hard one.
Unload the chamber?
Have you ever seen The Other Guys?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well then you wouldn't know what a desk pop is.
What is a desk pop?
Everybody's done a desk pop.
I don't know what a desk pop is.
Lefty, when's the last time you pulled a desk pop?
Last week.
Yeah, everybody's done it. It's just when you're sitting at your desk.
I've done a desk pop,
fire your gun.
but please refresh
When
me.
you fire your gun off in the office, you just shoot it straight up in the air. That's a desk pop.
The
Everybody's done
office
it.
currently is your house, so
Yeah, man, let it rip.
I'll pass.
That'd be
You don't
hardcore.
want a
What if he
hole
did
in
it?
your
How
ceiling.
fucking hardcore would it have been? No, I don't even like that.
It's a little scary to have a gun pointed at the camera, isn't it?
All right.
gets
So
your
now
attention.
unload. Is the gun unloaded now?
Yeah, I've unloaded. I just pulled the trigger
Okay,
on it.
great. I feel much safer now, to be honest, that gun is unloaded. I'm in the vicinity of wings. You have to keep in mind.
If
Like,
he
I'm
would've done
looking
it-
up at the ceiling right now.
If he would have done it, you couldn't be mad at him. You couldn't have been.
I would have been furious with
No,
him.
but Kitty could have been mad at me, and
I
Kitty's
would have
I'm more
been.
worried about.
I would have been so furious with wings. I think that would have been it. I'd be like, all right, man, you gotta go. You pulled a desk pop. That was insane. It was a totally just an other guy's reference that went too far, but you were fucking insane. Are you the real life Will Ferrell? This is bullshit, and he'd have to go. You shoot a hole in my roof? Firing 1911s off in the house? I can't tell that story. But yeah, it's not good to shoot guns in the house.
I don't know. There's only one time I've actually had the gun out, like in it, and I'm sitting there waiting on it. Apparently Kyle went out to get something out of one of his vehicles, and I didn't realize Kyle was up. All I heard was ding ding, because there's like chimes on every door in the house. Like when you open a door, you know that somebody's opening a door of the outside exterior. So I go in there, I see the door just like casually sitting open. I'm like, hello? Nobody answers. So I got the gun. I got a gun hid behind the wall, just waiting to see if somebody comes back through the door and who it's going to be.
And then what happened?
I eventually got tired of doing it, and I figured it was you, and I went back.
I was gonna say, did you like watch me come in and like from the shadows? But no, you just gave up on protecting the home. That's good to know, Wings.
Wings is
I
a good
figured-
guard
I
dog
figured-
for like the
I'm-
first 45 minutes, maybe.
I'm glad to know that if they get me, then Wings is no line of defense at all.
I figured that if they were going to come in the house to steal shit, they'd already been in it after the first 2 minutes.
What if it's assassins coming for you?
I don't have any assassins. Like, who's it going to be? BB&T? Like,
Yeah.
who's going to assassinate me?
BB&T's probably happy with you right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cops. Oh, I wanted to say on there. So the guy that I mentioned in the last show, I think it was, that had talked about how much he disliked Wings, said that after watching the Wings Bootcamp videos, that his opinion of Wings had changed, and he felt like he was like, I guess all I needed was some motivation. So he thought much more highly of you after watching the videos, and I think a lot of people have felt something
I
similar.
think everybody but Kyle feels highly of me when they meet me.
I didn't say I didn't think highly of you. I didn't say anything like that. I
Well,
just love pointing out all the crazy shit you do.
I don't really do crazy stuff other than
You do
weighing
crazy
women.
stuff. You woman where?
I do want to know, Kyle, you're not serious about the Cooper tires, though, right?
See, I had a glimmer of hope that Woody was going to be on my side on this one.
Oh my
like,
God.
Woody understands that Coopers are trash.
No, man.
There's no Coopers
so
in my
insane.
household.
And
I'll
here's
tell
the
you
other
that
part. The
much.
Cooper tire is apparently like an 80,000 mile tire versus the Pirellis, which are like a 40,000 top. Like my car's got 37K on it. And,
I understand that it's soft compound versus hard compound. I'm just saying you will not be happy. There's other
Yeah.
tires other
What are
than
these
Pirelli
tractor
you'd be more
trailer
happier
tires
with.
you're getting here? See, some tires are soft, and they grip, and your car corners and performs like it's supposed to. And some tires are hard, and they slip, and they don't corner, but they're good for things like tractor trailers. Is that what you're getting for your car?
That's basically what he's getting. Like
For your Camaro?
It is not. I am
They
literally
s-
getting Cooper's sport tire. I'm getting the tire that Cooper
I've
makes
had a Cooper
for my
sport
car.
tire. I had a Cooper sport tire. It was a Cooper Zion XL.
Oh my God.
And it's a
On
Z-rated
what? On
tire.
what vehicle? On what vehicle?
On a 2008 F-150 with a
On a
Roush
fucking
drivetrain.
truck! You're talking about a truck versus a fucking sports car with
Is it-
450 horsepower.
Is it the Xeon you're getting?
I don't even. This is how little I care. Jeremy's doing it.
F-150
Jeremy
had
will
more
pick up the
horsepower than your
car. I
Camaro.
gave him a check. He will go and pick it up, and it'll be done. So here's the other factor: the tires that Wings wants me to get not only cost, not only do the tires, not only do his tires cost, let's see, $600 or $700 more per set of tires. That's 4 tires, but they have to be replaced twice during the life of the Cooper. So they really cost, if it's $3,200 worth of tires for the next 90,000 miles. That's what I'm getting into with Pirellis versus
you don't drive
$900 for the next 90,000 miles.
Okay, so they're 80,000 mile tires?
I was told 90, but I would say 80.
All right, that helps narrow it down.
I would say even less for that.
One. It is the, hold on, I just had it right here. The CS4 Touring, and they are T-rated. What is a T-rated tire good for, Wings?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'll tell you right here in a minute.
I bet you it starts with a T.
Lord.
Whatever it is.
It's a speed rating.
Never mind.
Yeah, I think it's a
T is temporary.
I think you've picked the wrong one.
The explanation of tire goes. It goes T is for passenger car, LT for light truck, ST for special trailer, T for temporary, restrict usage for space saver spare vehicles.
Okay, I looked up the right answer. A T is 118 miles an hour, and it's for use on family sedans and vans. You're putting a family sedan tire.
You don't know
on
that.
your V8 Camaro.
Oh yeah.
You don't know that. How much are those tires you're looking at?
Their website doesn't have prices.
Because see, this is the other thing. We're talking about 22-inch sports tires. That's what we're looking at. I think it's 22s on the back and 20s on the front, or something like that. Like, this is not the tire you're looking at. You know it's not the tire. You're fucking with me. You're turning you're using Wings to fuck with me, and I can see right through it.
What is the name of the tire, Kyle?
I don't care. That's what I'm telling you. I don't fucking care.
I'll just go with Cooper sports tires. They got a Xeon
I would put
Sport
the van
AS.
tires on if they looked okay. I just don't fucking
You gotta
care.
understand, Kyle pulled up to my subdivision in his red-hot Camaro. Everybody took notice. They're like, this is a pimping car. Our neighbor was so hot she left a wet spot behind. And Kyle is about to put Coopers on this pussy magnet of his. Right? Kyle, God.
Everybody seems to like the car. I'm not that impressed with the car personally. I like the car, but I want a Challenger. But I get a lot of compliments on the car. But regardless,
You go to a Dodge product at this point in stage.
yes, Wings. So here's here's some
I might
key
have to
elements
leave
about
early
me.
now. I need to leave now.
So here's some key elements about me that you should know. I don't owe any allegiance to any motor company.
Yeah, but you're throwing your safety out the window. Do you not see the lawsuit Dodge is in right now about the fucking gas?
I don't care if the Challenger has an ejector seat that 1 out of 10,000 times launches the driver into the air. That'd be a cool way to go. I think the car looks cool. That's why I got the Camaro. When you're sitting in my car, you can't see out the fucking back. Okay, when you're backing up, it's a crapshoot. You don't know. I drive in fucking 6 or 7 lanes of Atlanta traffic going 80 miles an hour. I got a blind spot the size of a whole.
Does it have a camera? back there?
Sedan. No, it doesn't.
No.
When I'm changing lanes, I have to act like I'm riding a motorcycle and stick my head almost out the window and tuck around and look behind me.
You know what you
to
should
make
do?
sure my lane's
See, you're in a Camaro.
clear.
It's your obligation to be driving twice as fast as all the other traffic, and then you don't have to worry about the blind spots behind
You know what you could do?
That is
Kyle?
exactly why I do drive fast. You say that, but that is true.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I always that I get so many speeding tickets is because I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to I don't feel like where I'm going is more important than where you're going. But if I'm going faster than everyone else, not only will I be paying attention to what I'm doing better, the Autobahn safety record proves that, but also,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about my blind spot. I know where everybody is.
Rubbing somebody off, right? You know that side of your car is clean now.
Yeah, you've got that visual marker every few seconds to let you know, yep, nothing's over there.
Let me give you a suggestion, Kyle. There's a button on the side of your seat that picks the seat up so you can see out the back window a little bit better. You don't have to sit it all the way flat. You can adjust it to your height.
Let me
Wings,
give you a suggestion,
since
Kyle.
you tried to make me sound stupid, I know you can't fit into the car, but if you could, you would see
I could drive
that it
the
is
Camaro.
fucking impossible. No matter, I'm so tall that my head, I can put my finger between my head and the roof, and they rub. Harley from Epic Mealtime sat in my car, and he had to like stretch down. Like, I'm as tall as I could possibly be. It's not a matter of looking out the window. There's just a huge blind spot on the.
I'm just
quarterback.
saying, if you want to continue your process of using traffic to scrub away your blind spots, something I'm fine with, I wouldn't do it on Coopers.
Oh God, those stupid tires!
Right back to the Coopers.
No.
Get yourself some Pirellis, or at the very least,
Wings
some
makes it
BF
sound like I
Goodrich.
hate everything he does, but it's just that one thing that he nitpicks about
I
vehicles.
mean, at least get some Michelins, dude. At least go Michelins. They're 90,000 mile tires.
I
so a
love
lot
that you're
better
so
tires.
passionate about this, and the amount of fucks I give is just zero. I mean, literally, if you told me the Michelins were the same, I'd be like, if you want to go up there and do it, do it. I don't care. I'm not gonna put any effort into it at all. Jeremy's on this case. He said he'd come, pick up a check, pick up my car, bring it back the next day with new tires on it. That seemed agreeable to me. And the amount seemed perfect. $900. That's much less than what I was expecting to get into. It's still a shitload of money for a set of tires.
That is one of the problems with nice cars. Like, a friend of mine bought a BMW, and this is a while ago, like 10 years. And they bought the Beamer, and then the car was expensive itself. And then they got a flat, and it was like a $350 tire for their flat. And it's just like, man, everything about an expensive car is expensive.
Woody, you're talking to me and you have the same tire on our trucks. You know how expensive they are.
I'm trying to remember. How much are they?
I think for mine 8 years ago I paid $800 for a set, but I priced them recently and they were like $1,300.
Yeah? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We have good tires. I mean, we don't ride on Coopers. We got an image to uphold.
We got BF Goodrich. We got Michelin brand tires.
Yeah, we BF Goodrich All Terrain, BF Goodrich Mutters. I rock the serious shit.
They're 80,000 mile tires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't see me on Coopers.
So I will say this: the tire specialist strongly recommended the Coopers, not only because of the value, but because this new sporting tire that he's selling is supposed to be just as good as the Pirelli.
Your tire specialist gets kicked back from tire companies.
That was his pitch.
Fuck his ass.
Maybe he does, but I just don't think you qualify in any measure to make tire judgments about sports cars.
I'm telling you now, I've had a truck that had 500 horsepower in it, and I know about sports rated tire, and the Coopers fucking suck at that shit.
My car goes so
Believe it if
fucking
you
fast.
want. Your car was faster than my truck because of weight, power to weight ratio. But I've had a truck with equal downforce, and the Coopers sucked at it. It rode like shit, drove like shit the entire time. I hated that truck the moment I put Coopers on it. Leave me or not.
I'm gonna put Coopers on my car, and I'm going to love them because they are going to be tires that roll down the road.
I'm going to say it this way. You have Coopers on your truck, and I would not trade your brand new Cooper tires on your truck for my 8-year-old BF Goodriches.
So this is redneck talk. So this is what I run into sometimes with like Jeremy and Wings will get into a discussion, and I just sit back and watch because they're on the
scene in a car that didn't have subwoofers and BF Goodrich tires.
Oh my god. When Jeremy and Wings start arguing about stuff like lubricants to spray on a machine, or
that was you and Jeremy,
or like the gear ratios in their trucks, or their tires, or truck accessories.
I had to prove to him that his truck wasn't actually a Z71, somebody had put the sticker on it.
Which is an incredibly shitty thing to do. Once again, you just think about what you did.
Who did you do that to?
Jeremy.
He recently bartered himself a truck. Like, Jeremy doesn't buy stuff, he barters for stuff.
No, that's not what happened. Recently, Jeremy wrecked his truck, and the truck he got to replace it, he was able to afford at the time, but he lost his job and lost his truck. He then couldn't get another truck, so my father bought him a $5,000 truck, and Jeremy makes payments to my father on this, like, lended truck that is all he has to drive. And Wings goes and finds some flaw with it, that it's not, in fact, a Z71, it just has the stickers, and has to rub it in. And I'm just like...
It's not like that at all. Let me tell the story, since I know the story. He's in my truck. I'm going to get my hair cut, and he goes, I really like this console. I wish my truck had it. I'm like, yeah, that's a Z71 feature. It's like, I got a Z71 and I don't have it. I'm like, no, you don't. And I started pointing out the reasons he doesn't have a
So
Z71.
here's what I would have done that's different. Here's what I always do. I say, oh, must be just different model then. Because I would never want to expose his truck for less than what he think it is. It's the same as weighing women. I wish you could see it.
Bash, what are you driving?
Yeah, I have a Honda Accord. No truck
Oh,
for me,
you
man.
fuck the Canadian bitch.
The Honda Accord is a fine machine. That thing will give you 200,000 miles of fuel economy and reliability, my friend. And it'll keep your family safe.
It'll probably give you more than that, but you won't catch Jordy driving it.
I think I made a bad decision.
Why?
I think
What you did?
it's a family car. I think I probably should have got something like a Camaro.
You can't pull bitches in a Honda Accord?
Well, I'm Bash, so I could pull bitches in anything. But I mean, in general.
I got something for you, Bash. Let me show you. Let me see where I pull bitches
on a
in.
bicycle, because I'm Bash.
Right,
But I think I should have probably got like a Beamer or like a 3 Series or a Camaro. Like my coworker has a Camaro. It's just pretty bad. I love it.
Have you ever played basketball with Onslaught since that one day?
No, we just played that one time.
Oh, what?
I've never seen him again.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a damn shame.
He
'Cause that
texted
guy's
me
the
during
man.
the show. He wants to play Ghost. But
That bastard never texted me.
I'm here with you.
I'm down to play some Ghost after the show.
Me too.
I'm gonna
It's
work
double
after the
XP
show.
weekend. I just want
that's a
to
shame.
get to max level. So
It's double
Yep.
XP weekend right now?
yeah.
I could use that. We're leveling up's a pain in the butt. in this
Yes,
game.
it is. It's
Good
Exactly.
lord. You play like 3 hours, you're level 6.
Do you have any?
Like, goddamn, that's a good game. Any other Call of
Just
Duty.
play a bunch of Cranked, man. You get a lot of XP.
I don't like Cranked. Like,
But
you
the
know-
thing I like about it is it eliminates all. It won't put you on any of the like ridiculously large maps because it knows that you only have 30 seconds to live. So I mean, all the maps are small to medium. So I've never seen like these fucking 5-story obnoxiously large maps that I saw the first day.
Well,
I kind of like Blitz.
They tend to be blue or gray. I mean, brown or gray.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed.
Blitzed is the one I've been putting the most time into lately. I played a
Yeah,
bunch of
it's-
Cranked too. But Cranked is like TDM, and while I'm getting better and better at this skill, I still don't really know where they're going to be in TDM. Like, I think people who play more TDM than I do have a more refined sixth sense for where they're about to spawn. And don't go thinking I have no clue when I just run around stupid. Like, I know that in Ghosts, I don't see the minimap without looking at it the same way I did in previous CODs. Like, I think I'm still adjusting to the new minimap layout or color or something. And that combined with the fact that TDM is just tougher to memorize spawns is why I don't like Cranked. But Blitzed is kind of like Dom almost. Like, I know that you're generally coming from that way and I'm generally coming from this way and we're going to go at it and I'm just going to
Let me ask you a question.
use cover. Yeah.
Can you explain what Cranked is? Because I haven't played either one of these games.
Cranked is totally TDM, right? So that's the scoring is all about, kills and deaths, except that after you get your first kill, you have 30 seconds to get the kill after that or your character explodes. Have you seen Crank the movie?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so it's based on that. It's based on the idea that you have to keep yourself excited all the time. So once you get a kill, a timer starts counting down, and you have 30 seconds to get another kill.
Or
And,
assist, yeah. You can get
an assist gets you.
Yeah, you get an
less
extension.
than-
Gets you like 20 seconds or something.
Yeah, an
Just
assist
20
helps,
seconds.
but it's not as good as a kill. And it's a TDM where everyone has to sprint all the time because those 30 seconds they burn. Like when I played at the media event before COD came out, I felt like it was never a problem. I was always finding someone with 30 seconds. But now that I play, maybe it's 6v6, maybe I was playing 9v9 before, but now that I play like in real life, the game's out, there are plenty of times where I can't find the other person. Oh, you know what it is? Sometimes if you have a good team, then the other team quits out and you find, 2 players on the other team. And killing a guy's practically a death toll. You're not going to get another kill because there's only 2 of them. Good luck.
And you get faster. Some of your actions get faster as you get cranked. Is it ever almost ever increasing? Like the first kill, you're like, you have an increase of some percentage to certain things that you do, reloading, aiming, and sprinting. And then second kill, you get another percentage increase, or is it always the same?
I don't think. I think it always stays the same.
Okay.
But when you do get the first kill, your aim down sight, reloading, and you sprint faster, and I think you get marathon too. And every kill that you get while you're crank counts for 2 points as well. So, like, games really they do end really quickly. That's why I like it. I'm done in like 3 minutes, and I just got as much XP as I would have got if I played an 11-minute domination.
So correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't played very much. Is Blitz the one where there are repeated ammo drops and there's weapons in them with like
No.
half?
No, I forget
What's
what that
that
one
one?
is.
I forget what that is, but that shit sucked.
Did it?
Yeah,
I liked it.
Oh.
So I apologize for not remembering the name of the fucking game type, but basically, 2 teams, and there are repeated ammo drops all around the map at different places, and the guns that you pull out of these things are shitty. They're just like weird, funky weapons with like 10 bullets in them and stuff. But you start out with a pistol, and you start out with a different pistol on every map. So each map has its own handgun, so it doesn't get as monotonous. And that handgun only has 1 magazine of ammunition, and so the supply drops are important. If your team owns them, then all of a sudden your team is fairly well armed, which is a big deal when everybody else has pistols. So if you get something like that weird revolver shotgun's one of the things that gives you like an ACOG on it, 5 bullets.
Blitzed is the one where when you run across the other map and enter like the circle, it teleports you back to your.
I hated that.
It's basically
Really?
just capture the flag without having to bring the flag back.
I
was
it a
playing.
lot.
I was playing.
Go on.
I was playing that with Joe, and we won every game for the most part, but it just seemed like it was really difficult to defend our home flag. Like I was back there doing my best, but if they came sprinting out of nowhere, if you're not super fast at killing them, then they're just going to jump right in that thing. And there's
Let me ask a question. You said it's like capture flag, so I'm assuming there's a flag there that you touch and you get a point.
There's not a flag. There's like a little area
It's
that's
like a
highlighted,
domination.
and you just walk into it, and it'll teleport you to safety, and you just scored 1 point for your team.
Oh,
So, like, you could have
okay.
Yeah, so you
Like,
could have
what's to
somebody
stop
there
them
trying
from
to
like
defend
just
it.
standing there and jumping in and out of it?
Well, they have 10 seconds. It's 10-second cooldown. Like for 10 seconds after you've captured a point, another guy can't just run into it.
Yeah, so it's hard to relay. But the teleport answered Wings' question, which was once you jump in it, they send you back to your own spawn.
I had an incident where I killed the guy, but he still scored the point.
I've been on the other side of that. I've died and scored the point.
That's annoying. That's bullshit.
I've gotten defender, and the person got the point.
Yeah.
That's when I said I'll never play this again.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
What's your KD bash?
1.0. This is
like literally even?
Yeah, this is the hardest Call of Duty for me getting.
I think I am a 128, though I will say there was a rough night in which I was going like 4 and 20 for a long time trying to work out how the guns worked and how to make classes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I think I'm starting to get my head around it now, but like you just die so quickly.
Ones right now. I'm still getting my arms, and it's just there are games where I feel like it's just stacked against me. Like the lag comp went the wrong way or something, and I'm just insta dying all the time.
I will say this though, I'm excited about playing after the show. I really am. It's the first 3 days, and I said that earlier, but I'll say it again. The first 3 days, I wasn't excited at all about the prospect of getting on tonight and playing Call of Duty. But right now, I'm like, yeah, I want to play right now. I want to unlock that, another sight for my Honey Badger.
Honey Badger is a beast gun.
Which guns do you like?
I like the Honey Badger. I like the LSAT. I like the USR. And a lot of people pick the L118 because it says it kills from a knee above. The USR though is a recoil compensator on it. So the more kills you get, the less recoil it has. So you eventually can get it to it has almost no recoil, even with the chrome barrel. It's a sniper though. Submachine gun wise, it looks like the Vector is the best submachine gun, either the Vector or the MTAR. I don't know which one I like. They're about even for me on both ends of it. And assault rifles, you really can't go wrong with any of the assault rifles.
I'm all about the MSBS.
The MSBS is a great gun. It is a fantastic gun. I really like it with the tracker sight. And if you haven't realized yet, the tracker sight is better than the target finder. Here's why. Tracker sight sees through smoke. So you can throw smoke on B and use the tracker sight to see your enemies coming up to B.
Tracker sight is awesome on the Honey Badger. That's what I use now. It's a Honey Badger with tracker, with a tracker sight and the full metal jacket
And,
attachment, whatever it's
and
called.
my favorite marksman rifle was the first one. I think it's the M28.
So you don't
It
like
has-
the 14 EBR anymore?
I like the M14 EBR. I like the gun a lot. But but if you're comparing them to, the first one is better because it has no recoil. It has about the same shot pattern. You put a red dot or a tracker sight on it, you got a laser beam of death. It's like an FAL on steroids from Black Ops 2.
What about secondaries? Have you experimented any with that stuff?
P226.
Is that 3-round burst one?
No, it isn't. I haven't got a chance to use that one, but from the single shot pistols, it's the best. Has the highest magazine capacity.
Oh, I
Low
don't know
rate
what
of
you're
fire
talking
cap on it.
Isn't
and
that the
very
second
good
one?
iron sights. It's the third one. The P226.
Okay.
I haven't tried the 3-round burst. I can't give you an opinion on it. It might be better.
I've tried it. I like it, but yeah, I guess I do like it. I got it suppressed on my sniper class.
Shotguns are worthless.
Yeah, they're
I
bad.
don't think you've experimented enough. I don't think you've experimented enough with the shotguns.
Cranked, I've seen people do some damage in cranked, and I can see that because everybody's running across the map.
I just feel like you die so fast. The guns kill ridiculously fast. Like the Lynx sniper rifle, you could put a suppressor on it, and it's still a one-shot kill from the knee up.
The MSBS, I'm getting 1 burst kills with it all the time. And
That gun is amazing.
yeah, and I just feel like that's what the shotgun's good for, you know? But since everything's good for it, what's the shotgun good for now?
Has
Shotgun's range is pitiful.
anyone tried the underbarreled shotgun or the grenade launcher?
No.
No.
Let's
I
do
want
that.
to put on
That's
danger
nice.
close though and try with the grenade launcher. See what happens. I'll
Your
get
best
people
assault
upset.
kill streak is the Griffin. Don't let anybody lie to you. The Griffin will get you the most kills consistently. In the assault
is
kill
that?
streaks.
What is that?
It's like a quad.
Thing.
It's like a quad rotor, but it shoots rockets. Those rockets are one-hit
The
kills.
best kill streak in the game is the fucking dog.
The dog might be the best overall consistent kill streak, but the Griffin will get you anywhere from 5 to 9 kills every time. Like the
You know
Scout
those
Evo-
situations where you run into a room and maybe there's 3 or 4 guys and they're kind of looking the wrong way, but one of them saw you and your target acquisition isn't right, and you know that if you just kept your cool, you could have gotten all 4.
Yeah.
The
perfect
dog
version
keeps
of
its
you.
cool. The dog keeps its cool, and
I
the
wish
dog
you
goes
could-
on killing sprees.
I was telling Kyle this. I wish you could like look at a guy and press LB, and the dog would go and silently take him out.
You should totally have that mode, like where he would go on a seek and destroy mission, just like in Battlefield when you target somebody with your recon class.
You know, and the dog just running like bite his throat up. That would be cool as shit if that kill streak did that.
I have found it to be a lot, and you know they even called that little challenge Martyr Dog. He's
Yeah,
just,
that's
and
so
that's what happens. And I'll tell you what, the dogs are OP. I really feel like they are because if you add in any lag at all, then it takes 6 bullets to kill a dog. I
You're
have
off your
shot
mark.
lots of dogs 3 or 4 times, and I don't feel like that's an exaggeration. And then
It's definitely unfair. Whenever I die close range and I have my dog, I know he's getting the kill, so I don't even stress. I'm
yeah,
like,
exactly.
take
And I
two
know that
dogs
he'll
and take
probably
care of
kill somebody else before he can get back to me.
it. Oh yeah, exactly. That's the word. That really does make me upset though. When I'm just trying to mind my business, walking down the map, and a stray dog just kills me.
Yeah,
It pisses me off, man.
It's like living in Detroit, huh?
they're hardcore, man. That dog is so. I'd like to see some stats on that dog's hitboxes and that dog's health
It pissed me off.
and or damage
I
multiplier.
hate when you kill somebody you don't realize he has a dog.
Yeah, you wait, and you're not ready for it. It comes around. The
Straight
dog just comes around the corner and just.
If
shits
I-
on you.
If I walk into a room and I see a dog and a guy, both of them looking the wrong way, I shoot the dog first. Not every single time. You shoot the dog first every time, because if I shoot the dog first, I get my points, and the guy might turn on me. But if I shoot the guy first, the dog's gonna kill me every time.
Like using the honey badger, he won't hear it.
I don't. He just knows. That dog just fucking knows. I shoot his master. He turns around and he's like.
I was talking about if you shoot the dog first, the master won't hear it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I always shoot the dog first. I don't know how many times I've shot a guy and then been like, oh, this dog's dead, and shot it 4 times. Then it lunges 15 feet and takes me out.
My favorite is seeing a guy with a sniper rifle and he's got his dog trailing behind him. I always go for the dog. I don't know why.
Dogs are awful, man. They feel overpowered. I don't know if they are. Seems easy to get, and it's the most reliable kill streak that I've acquired.
I love Ghost.
The maniac thing's cool. I like running around stabbing people.
I do too.
I don't like dealing with it though.
Oh, I don't like dealing with it.
Yeah.
I got tangled up with some guys in like that apartment building on that map that's flooded, and went on an
That is the
awful
worst
tear.
map.
Maniac is cool on
That is
Blitz.
the worst map.
That's where I like it. It's like an objective streak, you know. If you're running it on Blitz, then you can capture. I call it capture a flag, but I guess it's enter the zone, because you have so much health. You just get in there. Can't stop it.
The guys will be just hosing you down with assault rifles, and you just trudge right on through it and stab them in the head.
How does that work? Do you heal back up, or does you
No.
No Juggernaut heals, which makes the recon worthless.
I don't think it makes it worthless. You just have to be stealthy. You can't run like you're an actual Juggernaut from the Modern Warfare 2 campaign where you're just unfucking stoppable. You've just got to be like a shotgun player.
I remember like in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yours is probably more because I still remember Modern Warfare 3, the recon jug, I would use the pistol as a secondary and just play with that. And like that was great because he healed up.
You didn't like the single player campaign, which kind of surprises me because Infinity Ward usually does that really well.
I feel like they slapped it together. It's not very long.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's tacked on. It's very short, well shorter than all the previous entries.
Have you played Extinction yet?
I have.
And I don't know if they did it to save disk
I played it
space.
for about 20 seconds.
And
And
it uses that same money system that they've always used for their like Spec Ops shit, and it's that thing where you're like, oh, do you want to buy more ammo with these points you've earned? Do you want to buy a better pistol with these points you've earned? And I'm like, no, I want zombies. I want boxes with chalk on them, and I want a mystery box, and I want a puzzle and a backstory.
So it's just Spec Ops with aliens.
That's what it felt like. I maybe I didn't give it a big enough shot, but I don't like it solely on the mechanic that Infinity Ward uses with their sidekick game mode. I don't like it.
Oh.
Treyarch owns that. They came up with something. I went to Treyarch Studios, and when you look at you go down the hallway and you get to the zombie department, and this was well before the last game came out. Remember the bus that was in the zombie mode?
Oh. Yeah, from Black Ops 2?
It was way before anybody knew about the bus or that there was going to be a bus, and I looked, and on the wall is the fucking front of the bus. They had a bus in there. Like, the front of the bus was stuck on the wall, and, like, the whole wall is decorated like it's Halloween, and it's the middle of summer in L.A. And those guys are hardcore about that zombie thing. It's an entire separate team. I just feel like Infinity Ward slaps that shit together.
That was a terrible map. That Black Ops 2 Transit, I hated that thing. I hated it a lot. It was I don't know. It was too big. You get split up from your friends all the time. Like a big part of zombies for me for having fun is to have it should be big enough that my friends and I can all kite. Right? Give me a map where my friends and I can all kite, talk together. If you go down, I can pick you up. Vice versa. Like that's the zombie map I want. Transit was just. It's like it's designed to separate people. It's designed for the freaking bus to stop you from kiting. So what's a good spot now gets ruined when the damn bus arrives.
Uh-huh.
And the lava was supposed to do that too, right? The whole
totally.
Lava.
The lava's to herd you around. I totally love the new zombie map though, the one with the robots.
I didn't play that one. I did play the
dude. It's worth going back. Like I'm totally gonna go back and play some zombies with like Taylor rather than play Ghost some nights. It's amazing.
Because I think the one before that, was it called Deadwood?
Yeah.
That was also good.
I played that a bit.
Better or worse. But I played that one dropped when I was at Lausanne's, and we played that a ton.
Okay, so with
he would go to YouTube and do all his research, and then at night, like excitedly, he'd be like, "All right, these are the things we got to get done. I figured out how to give this guy candy, so he holds the zombie like a baby. We need to do this. Got to do it."
Yeah, he came and played with me and Mercadurka and his girlfriend one night, and both of them were on the same wavelength. I was like, okay, so what do I do? And they're both like, they knew what to do, especially on that map you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But the map with the robots, I apologize for not knowing the name of it. You're in like a World War I battlefield with biplanes and a gunfight above you. The map is huge. It's gargantuan. There's all this mud that slows you down, but if you hop, you can speed along. Nothing really impedes your path. There's tons of new game mechanics, and there are 3 colossal robots who walk across the map randomly. And if you're in their path, which is a set path, you can see their footprints clearly, they'll crush you. And you can use those to squish zombies. And there's There's like 3 or 4 magical staffs that represent like the elements. So there's like wind, fire, ice, and lightning, and it's really, really fucking complicated to do things. You need a guide.
Which games are you looking forward to?
I'm honestly looking forward to seeing Ghosts on the next gen console, because I want to see what they can. I want to see if what we're getting on Xbox is like 60% of the game or 95% of the game.
Okay.
That's what I want to know. I'm hoping it's 60%. I'm hoping at 40. This thing gets 40% better everywhere. Like those
There'll be
logs
ground war.
there'll be ground war. Yeah, and I think there's gonna be a lot of 99 modes, and like things like the game mechanics where you interact with the environment. I like that the gas station falls apart. I like that you can randomly put a sticky bomb on. There's that one.
Random, and that gas station just tips over.
Well, all right,
It's a
but
totally different map now. Totally
right-
changes the landscape.
Okay, but think about this. On the rooftop right next to it, you can plant C4 charges on that billboard and blow holes out of it, so you've got, ports to look through. There's some stuff that's sort of useful, but for the most part, we're not getting what we want out of it. Maybe we're only 60% there. Maybe on the Xbox One we get 40% better,
Didn't they
environment.
promise dedicated servers? Wasn't that a thing?
Yes, on every console.
Every console, they said every platform is getting dedicated servers. Where are they at?
They laid out 360, One, PS3, PS4. So not the Wii. Oh, and the
Damn
PC.
it.
And the PC. So those 5 platforms are supposed to have dedicated their servers. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
When are they going live though? Like I thought it was.
Don't know.
Apparently, they said they were live 2 days ago.
That's bullshit. Because
I think it's a hybrid system. It's a hybrid system, I think, though.
But you don't get to say everyone gets dedicated consoles when there's like a 1 in 30 chance of getting one.
Yeah, they did say that some of them are dedicated servers and some of them are listening servers are like just, I don't know what the hell that means.
But it's just bullshit. It's like, I'm not getting a dedicated console, a dedicated server experience. When I bought it, you told me I was getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's
coming.
true.
I don't know, but it's Rise is getting so much press. Is anyone looking forward to Rise?
What is that about?
It's the Roman warrior game.
Oh yeah, so we were in a GameStop the other day. Me, Wings, my girlfriend, and Jeremy, and we saw that. And when I was looking at it, I was showing my girlfriend. I was like, "Look at these fucking graphics." I was like, "Look at the back of the actual in-game footage. This looks great." I don't know what it's about exactly, but I'm down for this. Actually, honestly, I looked at all of the PS4 future release titles that GameStop had on the wall. There were 3 or 4.
That particular one is Xbox, but carry on.
Oh yeah, I mean next gen releases in general, I guess.
Okay.
And they all looked really impressive. There was that Rise, the looks like Roman gladiator.
I didn't play. There's a killer. Is it Killer Instinct? Killer something?
Killer Instinct, yeah, it's a classic.
There's some game that you're inside a mech suit.
You thinking of Titanfall?
Titanfall?
Yeah,
that one comes out in the spring. That one is it.
That I can't wait for.
On one hand, that is like the game. Everybody's psyched.
Why
about
is everybody so
Titanfall.
excited about that?
It has the best trailer.
That's the return of Infinity Ward, is it not?
Yeah,
that's
right?
the real
They're the people
Infinity
that
Ward.
made
The real
COD
Infinity Ward, yeah.
And the gameplay looks amazing. They keep talking about balance. You can either be like a big slow mech that's powerful and strong, or you can be a zippy little guy. You can go around. You can destroy the environment. It looks like the best shooter that's ever come out in the last 10 years. Like it is. Titanfall could be awesome. As a YouTuber, the problem is it's an Xbox exclusive. So, I don't care how amazing your game is. If you only run on half the consoles, then that's an
half
issue.
of yours,
Yeah. So
The Division, Tom Clancy's The Division.
that I'm looking for. Why? Nothing I'm looking forward to is a release title.
Mm-hmm.
I want RPG.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
I guess that's considered a role-playing game, but not the kind I'm thinking about.
I might have to get on that Minecraft server.
Yeah.
Fallout
Yeah,
4.
let me know.
Where's
Hook you up.
it at, Woody? Where's it at? Minecraft?
Are
If
you
Bash
thinking
wants to
of-
go play Minecraft.
WoodyCraft.net? Is
I
that
want
what
to. I want to give it a try. I don't want to. I've been bashing it, but
I did too until I played it. Oh god, I was on a panel at Minecon speaking about running a server, and someone asked like, hey, how did you get into Minecraft? And I was like, oh yeah, I was just like everybody else. Before I ever played it, I thought Minecraft sucks. And then the Onslaught got me started, and I played this and that. So they like edited me to like a 5-second clip, like, oh yeah, I thought Minecraft sucks, and just like replayed it again and again. And again. Like, stop it, you haters! It's all about the context. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Once you get into it, like, dude, there's so much to that game. It is really deep and way more than its cartoony graphics imply.
Yeah. I'm on WoodyCraft right now. I might just download this. I bought it. I mean, I own the game, so.
Do you? Oh, yeah, see, just drop in the IP and you can go to it. That's what you do. WoodyCraft.net. I'll help you get started.
Cool. All right, I'll figure it out. I'll let you know when I get on there.
Yeah, you can go to minigames to get started if you want. It's
your guy named Woody SquarePants?
Yeah, Woody SquarePants. Why do you ask?
I'm just looking at. I've never been to your site before. I just started looking at it.
Oh, I don't know where you see me.
It's in your little slogan. I clicked this thing that says JRKSKA is moving on. I guess it's some kind of post, and then you have a little slogan that says WoodyCraft owner Woody SquarePants.
Yeah, name Woody SquarePants.
Somebody took Woody's gamertag, so I started brainstorming, and I don't know, just the SquarePants. It seemed kind of Minecrafty.
Why did you just ban them from your server and take your name back?
No, this is the name that would appear across all servers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I didn't want to. I can see that the viewers like rising in hate. Like, they're talking about Minecraft. If you do like it, I like my server. I'm quite proud of it. We made a bunch of improvements to it today, so that's cool.
Yeah. Wow. I'll check it out.
We ready to call the night?
Let's rip it up.
Okay. Painkiller ready, 154. I hope you guys liked it.
Good night.
Bye.